Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday morning.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Man, it felt like we've been gone for a month. But no, we took a little break last week, 4th of July, spending time with family and, other events and stuff like that. And we hope that you guys enjoyed your weekend last weekend, however you celebrate this national, holiday. But just want to say welcome back to everyone in the chat. We see the beautiful people in the chat. What is good, PlayStation Nation? What is good, WUPS Nation? We appreciate you guys, your support and holding out a week without no What's Up PlayStation Podcast. But for those people that are new to What's Up PlayStation Podcast, it's a possibility they might have some new people here. We are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest, the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. I am one of your hosts, J Bari, and it's a pleasure, to be hosting this week. It's been a while. It's been about a good 3 weeks. But like I said, I am one of the hosts, man, and What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a two-man show, a two-man team, a two-man duo. And I gotta introduce the King of Queens, huh? The COD God himself. I'm a PlayStation fan too. Gaming with Persona. Yo, Persona, what's good, man?
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and the other half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And yo, listen, man, I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy to be back, guys. I missed y'all last week, man. I ain't gonna lie. Saturday, I woke up super early, like 7 in the morning. You know, did my morning routine like I do on Saturdays, my walk, you know, grocery shop and everything. And then I'm like, wait, ain't no podcast today. What am I supposed to do from 11 to 1? What do I do? Right? But yo, listen, man, it was great. It's so good to be back, man. I say it all the time, Bari. I always look forward to the Saturday morning show with my brother from another mother, Jay Bari, man. And so I'm happy to be here, and I'm extremely happy because we got the news we've been waiting for, and I can't wait to get my flowers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yo, listen, man. It's not just me and Bari today. We also got somebody special. Bari,
Wow.
let them know.
Yes, sir. Yes, I mean, Persona, you already started it. You know,
Man.
we
You're right.
we got a very, very special guest today,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
it's a pleasure to have him on here. Great guy in the community, always willing to help a lot of people, whether it comes to just giving information or other means.
sir.
I'm not going to expose all that, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to keep that.
Yes, sir.
But
You need your temperature taken. My man's got you.
yes,
You understand? You want to know what that rash is on your arm? Take a picture, and my man's got you.
absolutely. If you want to know why you keep sweating on your controller when you playing a goddamn game, that could be your skill, but you can still ask him that question.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have the platform agnostic guy himself, GamerMD. Yo, Gamer, what is good, my G?
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for having me come onto the show. I am super stoked to be here, and it's a true honor. You guys are heroes to me, and I greatly appreciate this. And let's talk about some gaming.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure having you on here, man. Like I said, like I really mean it a lot. You're a great guy in this community. From the day, the first time I even like met you, it wasn't even about gaming. It was just like knowledge stuff about like COVID and all that stuff. But I was like, oh, GamerMD, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, I'll give you a follow. Let's see what you got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Always been an upstanding
Shout
guy,
out.
man.
Shout out to Optimus Code for introducing me to the community. And, he and I spoke a lot behind the scenes before I kind of showed up. And, one of the things we were looking at was like, well, how do we help the community and how do we bring some knowledge? Because that was at the very beginning of COVID. There was a whole bunch of questions about what it is and what you can do and, things like that. And so we were really focused on, bringing some love and joy to the game community, because there's a lot of folks here that don't have access to be able to just randomly walk up to a doc and say, hey, doc, tell me about this, right? So there was all the stuff that was in the news and all the different like misinformation and all that kind of stuff floating around. So we kind of sat down together and like, why don't we do a piece where we just like have gamers in the community come and talk to an actual physician who is also a gamer, and then just kind of go back and forth. And as they say, the rest is history.
Yeah. I remember too, because those early spaces, because shout out to Code, man, and Code is always in my thoughts, and I'm always praying that he's getting better and everything. But that's one thing I loved about Code is like he definitely did a good job of introducing people to the community, and it wasn't always about gaming, right? Even though it started with gaming, like you said with GamerMD, man, talking about COVID, talking about finances, talking about there's all these different things. So shout out to Code, and shout out to you, GamerMD, man. Very knowledgeable when it comes to the medical stuff and a lot of those other things that a lot of people might not be as privy to. So we definitely appreciate that knowledge that you bring to the community as well as your gaming
100%.
as well.
Yeah,
Man.
for
So,
sure. No,
shout
I
out
appreciate
to-
that all around.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure to just to hear from you and to just to get you on the podcast. I think it's dope. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I gotta ask him see if you want to come on. You know what I mean? You said, yeah, you're willing to come on. So
I've been waiting. I've been sitting there. I'm like, maybe one day they'll recognize me.
No, yo, trust me, man. There's a lot of people that we want to have as guests on here, but sometimes we don't want to bother anybody, or we just have to wait it out. Just
You know, this the
because it's a Saturday. Real talk, it's a Saturday at 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people trying to sleep in and watch cartoons or game or whatnot. So you know, I get that Saturday morning time can be a bit tough for some people. So that's why we tried. We just ask, you know, guys listening, if you want to come through, you can or whatever. But we know that if people say no, it's understandable because of, you know, Saturday and the
Oh
time.
yeah. No, here's the funny thing. You guys caught me at a really good time because I normally work Saturday, Sunday every week. So because I'm on this road trip and you know everything else, I was like, I actually have time. So it's like I made sure, and I was like, look, guys, it's like, you know, because the people I'm traveling with, I was like, look, it's gonna be about 2 hours. You know, this is the way this is gonna go because this is a really important show. I mean, it's something that I listen to. And I think a lot of people in the community listen to because you guys have some of the best gaming takes, and you know you talk about gaming. And I mean that's one of the reasons why I respect you both so much is because you're consistent in your message, and you know you're gamers first. And it's like one of those things where it's like you're obviously PlayStation preference, like no doubt about it. But if there's a good game on PC or something else, you're gonna play that too. It's not something that you're not gonna come on to. So for me, that's what's important because a true gamer is a person. Everybody has preferences, no problem, but they actually play games and they, show the games they play and they talk about the games they play, and I think that that's huge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely,
absolutely, man.
Yo, Bari, can we shout out the members real quick before we get into the rigmarole? Is that okay?
Yeah. Let's shout the WUPS Nation out. We appreciate you guys supporting, the channel. You know what I mean? It means a lot to us, man. And this is a big month for us because this is going to be the first month where we're going to be doing our, members giveaway for, the WUPS Nation people. So, but yeah, Persona, let's shout the WUPS Nation out.
Yes, sir. So listen, WUPS Nation, guys, if you do want to become a member, the link to that is in the description. So definitely, it's not mandatory, but it's always appreciated, right? So for our WUPS Nation members, man, shout out to Magnificent Black, How Weird Gaming, It's Me, Baby 80, Barrington Sampson, Light Gamer, DC Gaming, Trap, Ice Queen Gaming, John Donuts, Tarana Duffy, Stealth Guy Gaming, Tactical Gamer, Alfonso Carter, AC, Steady Flow, Stir Crazy, Stardust Acero, Gian the Don, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Broken Saint 1978, Unicron, C Fresh 2180, Strictly Gaming, Viper Reaps Corner, Jay Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Damien, Henry Heck, Chi-Town Gamer, King Kiso, Bird, Jay Bari, Upchuck Gaming, The Wreck, Navigator 3221, Nariko, Gaming with Persona, Dreology 619, and last but not least, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha. I love it. Shout out to the WUPS Nation. Shout out to the members, man. We appreciate all of you. And all of y'all that rock out with us and have been rocking out with us for such a long time. Trust me when I tell you, it is appreciated, and the love and whatnot is always going to be reciprocated.
Yeah, guys, man, let's begin this show. Let's get it started. We see you guys in the chat. If you enjoying the show so far, we got GamerMD in here. Hit the like button. If you're new here, you know what I mean, and you want a PlayStation podcast, hit the subscribe button, man. Get familiar with us, man. If you like it a lot, go ahead and join. We're not forcing you, but go ahead and join, man. Trust me, there's some good perks in there. But let's get this show going, man. And let's let the PlayStation Nation know the games for the week. So these are the PlayStation 5 games and 4 games for the week of July 4th to the 10th this week. So shout out to Push Square and Sammy Barker for doing this, letting the people know what games are coming out for PlayStation every week. PlayStation Blog, I'm looking at you once again, but we got Push Square for it. So let's get it, and let's find out which games Persona bought this week, guys. Oh, matter of fact, were you supposed to have a review this week? I forgot the game, though. You lucky as hell. I
don't know what you're talking about. Real quick, Steady Flow. I thought I called your name, but if I didn't, shout out to Steady Flow as well, who is a member of the WUPS Nation. We appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to Steady Flow, man. Appreciate you. We see you in there. You say you missed my name for spotlight.
I thought I called it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you probably did. You probably missed it, Steady Flow. Now I'm joking with you. But all right, here we go. First game we got up here is Instant Sports All-Star for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Rainbow Advance for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Persona, you got that?
That's one of the quickies. I got it. I got it for the PS4 and PS5. It's only $1.50. You feel me? It's on there. I already beat it. It's good. We good.
I've been slacking on my quick joints.
Hey, yo, Bari, I'm about to hit 9,000. I'm about to hit 9,000, my boy. I'm creeping up. Shout out to that 10K though. God.
As you should, man. You get there one day, champ.
All right. You see, and when you said that on Twitter, I knew you was trolling. I'm like, you know what? Nah, let me.
Absolutely, yo. I tell you, this dude Persona is competitive for no reason, bro. He just be competitive just to be competitive. Like, bro, I'm not competing with you, no goddamn. But he looking at this shit as a challenger competition.
I love it. Exactly.
Yo, so the next game we have here is Arcadegeddon for the PlayStation 5 and 4. So this is the actual official release for the game. Which is kind of crazy because
it's a cool game too.
Cause we played like the early access or whatnot. I was thinking it was like $20 or something. And I don't think the game had like PvP on it. I don't know if it has it now.
It had PvP and PvE.
Okay.
So you had to go to one specific machine, like the vendor machine.
Oh, I remember.
To do like PvP and PvE. Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, it's not a bad game. You know what I mean? If you're looking to play with your friends and all that stuff, I think it's pretty cool.
The controls are tight too. Like for third person shooter and moving around, jumping around, all controls are really tight. It's a cool game.
You got a lot of variety of guns and weapons and all that. The next game we have here is Dungeons of Sundria for the PlayStation 4. Then we have Yuri Kill, the culmination of games for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then we have Curse Island for the PlayStation 4. Lizard Lady versus the Cats for the PlayStation 5. I know Gamer picked that one up. I know.
Absolutely. What's the day one for Gamer?
That's day one, 100%. Like I've already got it pre-ordered and it's gonna pre-install on my PS5.
Yep. Then we have Quintus and the Absent Truth for the PlayStation 5 and 4. The Bear B for the PlayStation 5 and 4. I know these B games. I can tell that those are the easy platinum game joints.
Yes, sir. Another quickie, $1.50. Grab it on both PS5, PS4, real quick. 21 trophies, real quick.
Damn, I'm about to load up.
Absolutely.
Then we have Arcade Archives, Rabio Lepus for the PlayStation 4. Match Point Tennis Champions for the PlayStation 5 4. Yo, when's the last time you played a tennis game? Because I used to play them on the PS2. I was just about to ask that.
Yo, I think it was the last tennis game I played was Mario Tennis on, I want to say GameCube.
Nah, the last one I played.
You didn't play the one on Switch?
No, I didn't play Mario Tennis on Switch. No.
The last one I played, it was on PS2. It had like what's the dude name? It was like Sergey. I forgot the dude's name, yo. The dude with the headband. He got the long black hair. I forgot his name, but yo, I used to play the hell out of that game on PS2, bro. But that's the last time I really played like a tennis game. You know what I mean? Just to see them still coming out like that, I guess people are picking them up. Yeah, the one on Dreamcast as well. That was lit. And we have Overroad for the PlayStation 5 and 4. The Galactic Junkers for the PlayStation 4. United Assault Normandy 44 for the PlayStation 4. Zero Tolerance Collection. I know Persona picked this one up. That man has...
No, I didn't actually. I gotta look at it. I seen it in the store, but I didn't pick it up.
Yo, I gotta remember the game Persona supposed to review, man. Yo, that it was a weird name. It was a weird ass name. I think we looked it up. I think we both supposed to review it, to be honest with you.
The only game we were supposed to review was AO Clown.
It was AO Clown. We definitely did that one. We definitely bit the bullet.
That game was trippy as hell. Yo, that shit wasn't AO Clown like $20 too? Like,
yeah, it was like $20, yo. Yo, I tapped out, bro. I
was like, let me at least get through the first couple of levels in the first world so that I can get to the boss and actually be able to give a good impressions. Hey, bro, and the only reason we got it was because of AO.
Yeah,
you know, like AO's in New York, so like
yeah.
AO, you know, so it's like, all right, we're going. I don't remember any other game we were supposed to review.
There was another game, man. I think it was like either it was 2 weeks ago or it was the week before.
But, I'm gonna have to check the podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Viper Reed, man. He probably got in the timestamp somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game we have here is Avengers of Chris for the PlayStation 4. Canada Break for the PlayStation 4. The Break games are back. Cosplay Love Enchanted Princess for the PlayStation 4. Crypt of the Serpent King Remastered 4K edition for the PlayStation 5. Eternal Hope for the PlayStation 4, Canola for the Canola.
Not canola oil, brother. Clonoa. Yeah, clonoa.
Fantasy.
That-
Yo, wasn't this like an old game? I know it's an old game though.
Yeah, it was an
It
old
is
game.
25th anniversary. It's supposed to be absolutely lit, by the way. It's a platformer, so if you're into the old school
I
kind of
never played it.
platforming games,
I remember it
yeah.
though. I remember the picture.
I see some
'cause
gameplay.
This is what they have up here, right? Yeah, this is the character.
Yeah. I seen some gameplay. It looks pretty cool. I never played Clonoa back in the game. I think was it Clonoa only on Nintendo platforms? I think back in the day. Wasn't it?
Man, I don't know. I thought it was on Sega platforms, right? Like maybe I don't know. Maybe I have to look that up. I don't remember.
Yeah, I never played Clonoa, but it looks cool.
So this is like
the
a
gameplay I saw
remaster?
looks pretty cool. No, it's a remake.
No, it's a brand new game. 25th anniversary, brand new game. I think is it not?
Oh,
It might be. That's pretty dope. Oh, it was on PS1 and PS2. Ah, okay. Nah, I never played Clonoa, so that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. It looks good. I looked at the gameplay videos and stuff like that on the PlayStation Store. It's just right now, my backlog kind of crazy. And looking at the holiday time, I want to get through certain games over the summer so that I can really focus on that onslaught that's coming this holiday. So,
Yes,
I've
sir.
slowed down a
Yes.
little.
yeah. I mean, Clonoa. Right.
Clonoa, yeah.
For the PS5 where it's coming back, so I guess that's cool. Cause I remember the picture. Cause when I look at the picture right here, I'm like, oh, I think I know this character. That's the game. Gotcha. Then we have Mad D Sun for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then Road to Death for the PlayStation 5 and 4.
Jesus Christ. That's such a graphic name for a game. Like, geez.
Hey man, sometimes let the developers work, man.
Yo, let them create. I'm
Hey,
happy.
shout out to them. Yep.
Yo, so let us know, guys. Any of those games interest you? Let us know in the chat, man. You might pick one of those games up. You might encourage us to get those games. I mean, so let us know in the chat.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
But you know what time it is, Persona. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
It's time to spotlight these goddamn games for the week.
Yes, sir. And for those who don't know what the spotlight is a portion of the show where me, Bari, and GamerMD this week will give you a game or games, deciding if we break the rules, that we think you guys, the community, should check out. It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game from your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is just to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. So, GamerMD, starting with you, bro. What is your spotlight game of the week, and are you gonna break the rules?
So, okay, you guys have to give me a little grace because the game that I'm about to talk about won't be here until 10 days from today. And I'm talking about that Magic Kitty Cat Stray.
Oh,
I cannot wait to play this game. And apparently, looking at the trophies and stuff, supposedly one of the things you have to do to be able to get the platinum on this is you have to meow 100 times.
I'm with
I
it.
don't know if that's really true or not, but I'm like, bro, it's like, what a great way to cap everything off at the end of that. I'm super excited. The fact that I get to be in a cyberpunk world, running around as a cat with a little backpack on, like solving problems and like puzzles and whatever else and getting through the environment looks absolutely amazing. It is on Unreal Engine, so I'm expecting high graphic fidelity, good animation, and I'm really hoping that we get to experience what it's like to be a cat.
I think they also have a dedicated meow button as well.
They do. That is facts.
Yo, so they're gonna have people out here meowing for 100 times.
Absolutely. I'm about to meow 200 times. You feel me?
Oh man.
So let me ask you guys real quick, right? Like, okay, cats, they're actually pretty vocal animals, right? They like purr and they meow and they have like different kinds of meows. Do you think that they put that level of detail in there? I know this is kind of a crazy question because it's just a little video game, but do you think there's like different kinds of meows? Do you get to like hiss at other cats or whatever? Like how in depth do you think they went?
I don't know how deep they're gonna go with the game, but that was one of my questions that I was asking with this game. Like, are we gonna be able to select different breeds of cat, or is just that one cat that we've seen so far? But I mean, we're gonna see. It's coming to the PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra, later in the month. But I don't know how much it costs yet. I don't know if they have a price for the game yet. but we'll see. You know, I'm definitely going to give it a try, and hopefully they are as detailed when it comes to cats with that in the game.
Yeah, I could see them having at least the meow and the purr. So like
Yeah.
depending on like the situation, I can see the meow or the purr like you know how cats are.
Hey, yo, this man did the whole.
Love
Y'all
it.
know how cats are, man. Listen.
No, that's
But yeah.
fantastic.
So you're not gonna break the rules this week, GamerMD?
Yeah,
Just one
okay,
game?
I'm gonna break the rule. I'm gonna
Let's
break the rule. Okay,
go!
so here's the
we got a
thing.
rule breaker
We
here.
gotta put the rules in the chat,
Here's
man.
the
We gotta
thing.
put the
Here-
rulers.
So you know how I'm platform agnostic, right? And
Yes,
one of
sir.
the games that I've been playing, and it caught me off guard, did not expect this to pull me in, is Diablo Immortal on mobile. You can play it on PC as well, but there's just if you've been fiending for some Diablo 3 and you can't wait for Diablo 4, I mean, I'm telling you, first of all, it's free. Second of all, people are like, yeah, but it's full of microtransactions. I have not spent one penny on this game, and I've made it to level 55 or 56, and it's like I've got, you know, legendary loot and I've got legendary gems and all this other stuff. So if you just miss being able to play a Diablo game, this is for you. This will tide you over until you get over to Diablo 4, which is hopefully coming out in 2023.
Isn't Diablo Immortal? Isn't that only on the phones, right? It's a phone game.
It's
Or is it
phone
on
and
PC?
PC.
I think it's
You can play it on
it's
PC as well.
too.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so you
okay.
can, and you know, if you've got a modern phone, it plays surprisingly well. Haven't really hit any graphical like stutters or hiccups or anything like that, and cross progression. So if you have your character on mobile, you can play it on PC and vice versa.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like if you're stuck on the train, like going to work, if you are, you know, on a commute and you're not driving or something like that, you can pick up and play. If you've got like 30 minutes between meetings or something and you just want to do something, I promise you, if you like Diablo, you'll love this.
Okay. I'm excited for Diablo 4 as well. Like I'm definitely on that day one, so I'm very excited. So
Yeah,
I might look at
that game is going to be awesome, and we need to definitely have a community nights or something like that, because I think it's cross-platform, cross-play, the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll be on that.
I'll be on that. Yeah, I'll definitely be on that.
Yo,
Yeah,
Persona.
that's what's up, man. Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
I mean, you are the certified rule breaker out here in these streets. So I know you got about we missed last week, so I know you got about 6 games you about to just list off.
Man, listen, you might want to put like 50 rulers in the chat because I'm breaking the rules, right? All right, man. So listen, one game, guys. I'm gonna say this game first, right? But I also got to put the disclaimer. Moving forward on WUPS every Saturday, this game will always be on the spotlight for me until it releases, right? And I think y'all know what I'm talking about because I spoke it into the existence. Persona the Insider, you understand? Yes, I am talking about God of War Ragnarok, okay?
Boy.
God of War Ragnarok is always going to be in my spotlight until November 9th, 2022. And even that Saturday, which I'm going to be honest, we're probably not doing a podcast. We're probably not doing a podcast that Saturday, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It might not happen. I gotta talk to Bari because
I said no, boy.
No boy. You know, if this game is like 50, 60 hours, I'm trying to get lost in this world, guys. So there might not be a podcast, but listen. First spotlight is God of War Ragnarok. We're going to talk about it in the news portion of the show. But listen, we got the news, so we won it, guys. I am super hyped. My hype is through the roof. I cannot wait for God of War Ragnarok. I can't wait. I'm too excited. My second spotlight is actually DNF Duel. I've been playing a lot of DNF Duel this week, man. Like a lot, right? I've put like maybe 20 hours in this game so far. My troubleshooter's getting better. I've been posting up a lot of game clips on my Twitter. DNF Duel is such a fun game. It's such a fun game to play and get into and can get lost in, and also easy to pick up, right? It's easy to play, but hard to master. But trust when I tell you, my mains is Troubleshooter and Ghostblade, and I'm loving this game so much, man. We also got a tournament next Saturday at 3 p.m., and you know that's going to be fire, right? So on Bari's YouTube channel. So listen, DNF Duel is so fire. Definitely think y'all should check it out, especially if you're into fighting games. My next is I'm breaking the rules. Listen, guys, I'm breaking the rules today. My next spotlight game is Valkyrie Elysium. And oh my God, we got the release date. This game is about to be crazy. We got a new gameplay trailer. Listen, this is why I say, never doubt Square, right? And never doubt the quality when it comes to the JRPGs that they make, right? Because a lot of people saw the first set of gameplay from Valkyrie Elysium, like, oh, it doesn't look that good. And I'm like, this looks great. The combat, the premise of what's going on, I'm very intrigued. The second trailer that we got this week, or was it last week, where they showed more gameplay, gave us a story trailer. We got to see Odin, got to see other Valkyries, got to see more combat, other areas. This game looks beautiful. This game looks so fire, and I cannot wait to play this game. It comes out September 26th. It is a day one. Last spotlight, and then I'm gonna shut up. My last spotlight game of this week is I'm sorry, man. My last spotlight game of this week is Star Ocean, the Divine Force. Because once again, do not doubt Square. Square is out here putting in that work. You understand?
They are.
Divine Force looks so good, so fun. It looks so great, man. Like, it just looks such solid. We got some new story, new combat. We got the release date, release it in October at some time. It's up for pre-order. It looks very fun. And I remember this was another game where people saw the first trailer, and granted, it did look a little rough around the edges, but I knew that this would get cleaned up good enough to where it's acceptable. And that's where we're at now, and it looks fire. One last one, and I'm gonna shut up. Last spotlight.
This man breaking the rules.
That's a lot of broken rules.
Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. This is a day one. I am platinuming this game. I'm speaking that into existence right now, and I cannot wait for this game. Crisis Core is the game that I've been wanting to play again since the PS1 times, and I've even been debated buying another PSP, not PS1, PSP, and buying this game to play it again. And I'm so glad they're bringing this to modern consoles, updating so much things with it. Day one, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm done.
That's awesome. That's a great list.
Listen, I had to make up for last week, guys. We broke the rules like crazy.
Hey, just real quick. Do you guys feel like Square Enix has actually really been stellar? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, yes.
they have produced. I like when half these games that they announced. I'm like, when were they in development? Like, I didn't catch because they've got so many titles coming out. So just shout out to Square Enix because of the tremendous volume of games that they're putting out. High quality games, mind you, that they're putting out. So shout out to them.
This is 90 Square that we're getting right now.
Yes, sir.
With all these games
there
that
you
we're getting,
go.
with
Yes,
Crisis
sir.
Core, with 16, with 7 Rebirth, with Star Ocean, with Elysium, with Forspoken. This is 90 Square, and I am here for it. I love it. This is what I've been wanting from Square for a long time. I'm happy. I am happy as fuck.
Absolutely, man. You know what I mean?
I still want Parasite Eve. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful time to be a Square Enix fan. But,
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna repeat a lot of things.
I'm sorry, Bari. I know I shattered the rules, man. I'm sorry.
You shattered and broke the rules. You know what I mean?
You didn't leave any games for Jay Bari.
Yes, but we're gonna repeat one because I'm just gonna spotlight one game. And that's Valkyrie.
What? You're not breaking the rules this week? Oh shit!
I won't break the rules this week because you broke the goddamn you broke the goddamn barrier. I don't know what the.
You're right. My fault. I'm so sorry.
But I'm going to spotlight Valkyrie Elysium because, like, the Valkyrie profile is a series that I adore and I love. And when I saw this trailer the first time at that State of Play, I kind of lost it, to put it simple. And the fact that it's coming back. New gameplay as far as this being like a 3D action game, but keeping all of like the core mechanics of like Valkyrie profile within the game. I'm all for it, man. The latest trailer look amazing. I'm very intrigued to learn about this new Valkyrie. Also, if you pre-order the game, you get Valkyrie Profile Lilith, which is pretty much you can call that the remaster or port of the first game. Which, in my opinion, is the better of the, the 2 games or 3 games, however you want to look at it in the series. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see how they're gonna, display the hair jars. That's pretty much like the NPCs that you can recruit from like the Valkyrie series. Because that stuff is so deep and so monumental when it comes to the series that I just want to see like how they're gonna do that in the modern times and like what type of stuff you're gonna have to do. I'm just imploring everybody, don't play that game on easy, because if it's the same like the previous games, you're gonna miss out on a lot of like detail. You're gonna miss out on a lot of story. But you probably won't be able to get the true ending. You're probably gonna miss out on a couple of the the NPC characters that you can recruit or bring into your party. So yeah, man, I'm just super excited for this game, man. Can't wait. Story wise is looking kind of similar story wise from what I'm seeing. I don't want to see no more trailers because I know how Square Enix can get when it comes to I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop another trailer before the game hit. But I think I'm gonna avoid that one because I think they gave a little bit too much information in this previous trailer that they just showed, which we're gonna show you guys later on the show. But yeah, man, Valkyrie Elysium, can't wait for that.
I never played Lenef, so I'm actually excited to play that and get my hands on that. Yeah,
I mean, Lenef is just the first one. It's the same game, the first one, just on PSP. Lenef is the first Valkyrie name. So you have Lenef, which is like the middle goddess of fate. Like it's three of them. It's Lenef. There's also Salmeria, I think her name was. That's the second one. She's the youngest one. She was in part 2. And then you have the oldest sister. I forgot her name. She was like the main like bad guy. His name is slipping me, but I can't remember her name. But yeah,
with Elysium, that dark skin, that dark Valkyrie. I'm really interested to see how that story plays out with her, man. Because I know she's gonna be a big part of this game. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's very similar. How it's looking like it's gonna be very similar to the first one. Okay. But that's how the first one was. Like there was like had they like discrepancies between the three. Well, not the three, but the two. Yeah, but before we get into the news, Persona, we got some members.
There's a lot of members in super chats. Let me shout these out real quick. So, Viper, I was about to say Valkyrie Reaper. Yo, Viper Reese, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, "Real talk, the space about COVID and the vaccinations is what tilted me to go ahead and get the vaccination. Just got COVID last week. It felt like a cold. Thank you." Yeah, yo, shout out to GamerMD,
that's
man,
awesome.
keeping people in the know. And then shout out to Viper Reaper again, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says Ayo the clown impressions, can't miss it. WUPS episode 81 at timestamp is 50 minutes and 57 seconds in. So shout out to Viper, man. He's the one that does our timestamps for the shows, man. We always appreciate Viper and what he does, man. And then Lorenzo, man, appreciate you for the super. He says, when Persona speaks. Shout out to you.
That man was purring out here, bro.
Hey, man.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
And then, shout out to Andy M, man. Appreciate you for joining WUPS Nation, a member on the channel, man. Shout out to you, Andy. We appreciate you. And then, shout out to Mr. Go Tryhard Guy Ochia, 3 months as a member on the channel. He says, I knew last week was missing something like a piece was missing. What's up, PlayStation is back, and now I feel full again. Appreciate y'all, all of y'all do. And we appreciate you too, Mr. Go Tryhard Guy Ochia, man. Appreciate you, bro. And then shout out to Chuck, man, 3 months as a member on the channel. He says, it's lit. Love this pod, man. We appreciate you too, man. Shout out to Plus Unblocked Podcast. It was a really good listen yesterday, man. Make sure y'all check out Plus Unblocked Podcast. And check out my boy.
Streamlabs is definitely going to be dropping the link to Plus Unblocked Podcast, so make sure y'all click on that link and subscribe to my boy Chuck and Dre's channel.
Absolutely. And then shout out to Chuck for the super chat. He says, good to hear GamerMD on the pod. Should be a great show. Coffee and DNF dual training while I listen. Shout out to you, man.
Hell yeah.
Yo, but we also got some members that you missed up here as well. Shout out to my man King Kiso for the 3 months. He said PlayStation Nation. WUPS Nation. Shout out to my man Stealth Guy Gaming for the 2 months, where he just said we in the building. Then we have Ice Queen Gaming. We appreciate you joining. The WUPS Nation Ice Queen. Always appreciated seeing you in the chat, showing support. And we also got here. I think that was it. If I missed anybody, let me know, and we'll definitely shout you guys out. But man, Persona.
Sir,
do you like flowers?
Yes, I do actually.
What's your favorite flower?
An orchid. I don't know.
I caught him off guard.
I do like listen, I like flowers. I like how they look. I don't know the names of all these flowers, bro. Like, yo, listen, I like the I like lilies and dandelions and all. Listen, I just like flowers, all right? I like how they look.
Yeah, caught him off guard, man. Caught him
Yes,
off
sir,
guard.
you did.
So I was gonna give you some flowers, man.
Yes,
You know
sir,
what I'm saying?
You absolutely should.
Yo, Andy said marijuana in the chat. I was gonna give you some flowers, man, because
Hey,
you know,
any kind will do.
since January 2020, you've been saying we gonna get God of War news this week. So you know what I mean? I feel like you had the AI syndrome. You know, shout out to my man Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players of all time. Where, hey, if you miss 30 shots, don't be scared to shoot 31. You know what I mean? You might make that one. You know?
Absolutely.
So big shot. Nah, real talk though. Big shot to Persona, man. You know what I mean? He was anticipating the news for God of War. He was questioning himself. He was questioning everybody at PlayStation and Sony Santa Monica. Corey Barra got a few shots. He got a few, you know, licks in there. But nah, man, the news came out, guys. God of War Ragnarok launches November 9th.
Bari, they doubted me. Bari, they doubted me. When I put the tweet up that on Monday, Persona, why you doing it to yourself? I'm not believing it, Persona. Why you doing this to yourself? And I stood firm and I stood true and I said, no, guys, this week will be the week. Trust me. And PlayStation came through. Sony Santa Monica came through for your boy. I'm hyped.
Yeah,
so
this is huge. Like, you know what the funny thing is? I also, like, if you go back and look at my timeline, I predicted November is when this game was going to come out. I was like, because it's cold and it's wet and it's like snowy and everything else lines up perfectly with the continuation of the storyline. And, you know, it's like, I said, wouldn't it be funny if they did it on 11/11/2022 because of the fact that Starfield decided to go into deep space? And I was like, you know, they came at 11/9. And so I'm like, I'm very chuffed and proud of myself for being within 2 days of the release date.
yeah, man. So there's some significance of why it's being launched on or releasing on a Wednesday. Because they're saying that it's Odin's Day. You know
Odin's Day,
it's
yes,
tying
sir.
into, you know, the whole lore, you know, within the game, which is dope, man. I like when they do stuff like that because it was kind of weird seeing the Wednesday date, because typically PlayStation, if they're gonna launch it on either a Tuesday or a Friday. Typically with the big games, they launch it on a Friday. But seeing it on a Wednesday, you know, it's understandable. Because I didn't know that. You know, people was telling me it was like, oh, it's Odin's Day. You know, reason why and all that. I was like, okay, that's cool. Odin's going to be a major character in, you know, in Ragnarok, so it makes sense, man. But what you guys thought about the cinematic trailer? You know, this is a typical thing that PlayStation does, where they launch like a cinematic trailer before the game comes out. They did it with all their games, and you know, we already got like a gameplay trailer with the first one. But what do you think about the cinematic trailer, and do you think, you know, we're going to actually get a state of play before this game comes out?
Oh, it was sexy as hell. It was sexy as hell. I mean, you know, I'm a huge fan of Norse mythology, and so I'm guessing the big wolf that you got to see at the end of the cinematic was Fenrir.
Yeah, Fenrir.
And I'm like, bro, it's like, if that's gonna be, you know, like how we had the World Serpent in the 2018 game. You know, Fenrir is gonna be a character that you interact with, or is it gonna be like a major boss battle? Like, either way, I'm stoked about that.
Knowing it is Fenrir, I think it's gonna be like a boss battle.
Yeah, which, you know, you remember the big dragon that you had to fight. Like, I can only imagine, like, it's going to be insane. Because that's one of the things that God of War has always kind of captured throughout the series, is like those insane boss fights where you're like climbing on top of the boss and, you know, doing all that kind of stuff. And it's like it's such a spectacle. I mean, huge. And it's like, you know, I mean, these guys put their heart and soul into these games. 2018 still like one of the best games of all time. So I'm expecting nothing less. I think that, you know, if I get a 40 to 50 hour God of War campaign, I mean, bro, it's like, I'm not going to play any other game. It doesn't matter what comes out. I don't care. It's going to be the one. And so from the standpoint of just how it looks and everything else, I'm really excited. I have my own theories. I mean, you could do an entire WUPS episode about the theories, for sure. because it's like one of those things where it's like we all have our takes. It's like, is Atreus gonna betray us? You know what I'm saying? Like I put that out there. It's like, is there gonna be like some kind of falling out? Is something gonna happen to him? Is Kratos gonna go back to old school Kratos? Like if Atreus gets killed or something like that, we're gonna see him tear Valhalla in half, and like Odin's head's gonna roll down the steps, that type of thing. So I mean, I'm trying to temper my my thoughts on that, because I don't want to psych myself into something that's not real. But God bless America, I'm excited about this game.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. The CG trailer. It's funny, even though it's the CG trailer, this still got me like even more hype, man. Just seeing this, because it's like, yo, this is real. Like we really about to be playing this in November. Like I'm so excited, and just seeing Fenrir, it got me even more excited, because I know since this is going to be the final game, I know they're going to be pulling out all the stops when it comes to the boss fights. I even think we might even fight the World Serpent. Yeah, you feel me? Like if we,
Man,
if
that would
and
be
and I don't want to get like I don't want, because really, GamerMD is right. We could have a whole show just on theories of how we feel this game is going to go. But I think because in the first game, when the horn gets blown and Atreus is like, "Who blew the horn?" Right? Um,
hmm
my speculation is that is older Loki, because we know that dealing with the nine realms also deals with going through time, right?
Yep.
So that's why, because if World Serpent and Fenrir are here, clearly there is an older Loki who has already had his children and is roaming around here somewhere, which means that there is a lot of time. I definitely think we're gonna be seeing a lot of time based things going on here. So if that's gonna be happening, I can see us fighting. I can see older Loki going to the world, so and be like, "Hey, yo, fuck them up real quick," and that turns into a boss fight, right? So, I'm so excited, man. Seeing the trailer, seeing the release date. I called Bari, like as soon as I saw it. I called Bari. Bari picked up. He's like, "I know," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying, because I was in the office. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to calm down, because I wasn't trying to get hyped, like too hyped." And I'm just like, yo, man, like I've been so happy all week since we got this
Oh yeah.
date. I've been so happy all week, man. Like this is a day one. I'm on this game hardcore. Do not bother me. Do not message me. Nothing. Do not bother me. I am on this game hardcore. I can't wait.
Yeah, so we got the release date. Everybody was happy with that, but that's not the only thing that we got. We also got information about them having a collector's edition that goes up
Yes.
for
Oh my
pre-order
gosh.
on the
Yep.
15th of July.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm letting you guys know, do it on the 18th, not the 15th. Okay, do it on the 18th. But they have a separate video of they had Ryan Hertz, who plays Thor, and Raph, the design. I think Raph is like the design artist. Or
Animation.
oh, animation.
Animation director.
Yeah, animation director.
Creative art artist director.
Yep, that, and they broke down the actual collector's edition here. We're not going to play the video, but this is the Jotnar edition here, where it has all the stuff where we're going to go to detail and let you guys know what's coming in that stuff. But I know the hype for God of War is real, because shout out to Persona, he highlighted on a Twitter post, which he was being messy with. A lot of people tuned in to watch this cinematic trailer. A lot of people tuned in to watch this unboxing of the collector's edition. So I know when that 15th day hit, it's gonna go like boop.
It's gonna be hard. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, be signed in, have your address already on there, your credit card information ready to go, so you can just click, pay, and be done, man. I'm telling you, you gotta be on it. You got to be on it. Make sure you already signed it to PlayStation Direct and all of that, because this edition, that Jotnar edition, people think because the Jotnar edition is a little bit more expensive, because
that's the one people gonna go for first.
Yes, I'm saying, because if we look at the Horizon Forbidden West Collector's Edition, they had the regular Collector's Edition, then they had the Regala Edition. The Regala Edition was about $250 or whatever. I'm telling y'all right now, with God of War, that Jotnar Edition gonna be about $250, $300, man. If you think people not gonna grab that first, because that's what people really want, but the cloth map and the vinyl, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the Jotnar, and
yeah,
got to be on it, man.
And the Regala is the one that went first. You know, you could probably still get a Horizon collector's edition if you look hard enough today. But the Regalia edition, no, you're not getting that at all. That's gone. You know what I mean? But I like when PlayStation do this, and I like when, you know, games in general do this. Like if you just buy the basic version, you still get like something. So this is the launch edition where, you know, physical or digital, you get like a downloaded content. You get the Kratos Risen Snow Armor, and Atreus, you get the Snow Armor as well, which looks pretty dope. That armor looks pretty cool. And you already know, like in God of War, armor has like stats and like different perks and attributes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be curious to see you know, what this the perks is gonna.
You know what's dope about this too? These are just the pre-order armors. These aren't even the armors that's going to be in the game, because, you know, even though these armors look great, this is definitely not going to be the best looking armmer in the game, because remember the first game,
or just stat wise, it's not going to be the best.
Yeah, just, well, not even, I would even say look wise as well, because remember when you got the Nibelheim and you got the I forgot the Fire World area, but remember when you completed those challenges, you got the Nibelheim armor and you got the glow and all that stuff, the green glow and all that. That, to me, that was the best looking armor. And so, like, yeah, like, it's dope to see that these armors look so cool now, and we still got so many more that's going to be in the game, especially with a game of this size.
Yeah. My only concern about these collector's editions, it's like, I am a completionist, and so normally, and y'all are going to hate me for this, when a game comes out like this, because they've got different stuff, right? It's not just like you go to the Jotunheim whatever edition, it's like you get all the stuff in the previous. There's different stuff in each one of the boxes, and so I have a tendency to want to pick up the collectors and like the super collectors, and so I'm just kind of sitting there and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, I want to get the super collectors, obviously, you know, try to get that, but it's like, you know, these bots, like, purchasing.
He means
bots,
computer bots and not the other bots.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the purchasing bots. That really frustrates me, because it's like, you know, I can be in there and it's like you're just trying to hit, you know, check out, and it just won't let you go through. And my problem is I'm on the road, so my access to being able to get this, I'm gonna be in some places that ain't got no internet connection. So I'm hoping and praying some kind of way that I can get my hands on that, because I was able to get the Regala no problem, because I'm at my house and it's like, you know, I've got my computer, I've got all my tabs open, you know, all that kind of stuff. But
I will say this though, PlayStation Direct has been really good about making sure, because I personally, I feel like PlayStation Direct will be the best place to be, because you actually have to sign in with your PSN account in order to purchase the stuff.
And you actually have to pay up front before they refund you and all that stuff.
Yeah,
get it. And a lot of people want to avoid that. So,
you know, if I end up in some kind of a weird situation, it's like, and you guys can get more than one, I promise you, I'm good for the money. Like, y'all just, you know, order the extra copy. Know that GamerMD will absolutely take that off your hands. I will pay for the shipping and the insurance, everything.
With PlayStation Direct, they're limiting that shit to one.
Yo, I had an issue with PlayStation Direct when it came to the controllers. Like, I don't know why they had me registered as like, oh, because, you know, they had the whole only one for a household, but for some strange reason they wasn't giving me my order, because it was like, oh, you already ordered this, so you can't do it. I was like, what the hell's going on, man? I had to call them up. They had a whole bunch of stuff. I had to get a refund. Then I had to buy it again. So it was just a weird time, yo. they strict on that joint, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, they really strict.
Direct.
Let me get these before you continue. Let me just get these super chats real quick. Yo, shout out to Yo Rick. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I can't wait for us to laugh at the people calling Ragnarok DLC. Remember, they was calling Horizon Forbidden West DLC too.
Facts. Yeah.
And then shout out to Andy, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, do you think the game will explore more on how Kratos actually got to the Norse realm, even though it was vaguely told in the first game, and the whole 150-year gap theory?
I think they will, especially if they closing it up.
I can see them explaining.
They already spoiled some of the game with the first trailer. You get to see Tyr, and I think Tyr is going to probably explain a lot of the stuff that happened. He's crossing over the different realms and stuff like that. But I think it will make sense, and we'll definitely see how it ends and see how the series is going to go forward with that. But just want to let you guys know, if you purchase God of War Ragnarok Standard Edition on PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for $10 US or currency equivalent. So, PlayStation already announced where they said, which was the last one? Oh, Horizon was the last game where they said, is it Horizon and Gran Turismo was the last game where you was getting a free upgrade to PS5 version. But going forward, any other game that comes out that's gonna have like a cross-generational game, you're gonna have to pay that $10 to upgrade to the PS5 version. But let's get into this digital deluxe over here. Digital deluxe, you already know when that go up, it's getting pre-order. You're gonna get some different armor here. One thing I know with God of War, like the last one, they had like the different shields. It's just a color option. I don't know if this is going to be the same thing as far as a color option here in this game, but here you get the Darkdale armor for Atreus and Kratos. You also get the Blade Darkdale Blaze of Chaos handle and axe grip as well, with some other things here as far as like what they're saying here. Full game, avatar set, PlayStation 4 theme, official God of War Ragnarok digital soundtrack, and you also get a mini book, Dark Horse mini book as well. So yeah, that's a digital deluxe. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like what, like $80, probably more. Then we get into the big boys, yo, Persona, man. Collector's edition, where you get the steel book, which looks sick. The steel book, in my opinion, is dope because you have Fenrir here, and you also have Skull, his son. This looks like Skull here. So this is pretty cool. So this, you can definitely tell that there's gonna probably be some real big time.
Hey, yo, if Skull gonna be there, oh my, yo, we gonna be fighting. I think we're gonna be fighting a lot of unique bosses here, man. I think it's gonna. I think they took that first game criticism to heart. And I think we about to fight some seriously unique bosses in this shit.
Yeah,
I hope you're right. From your mouth to God's ears, because this needs to be one of those where, the variety, because it's like you can't just change the, that's 1992 like character stuff, right? Like, oh, we're gonna change the color, change the powers, but it's the same animation, same whatever, and it's like, I'm being a little harsh there. But it's like that was the only real gripe I think anybody had with 2018, and so this one, I think that I agree. I think that they have definitely decided to give us more variety.
You also get the Knowledge Keeper Shrine. The shrines that we was opening up, to get like some stories being told or whatnot in the game. That's the actual box, which is pretty cool. Nobody's throwing away this box here. Don't throw away your box, guys. You get two Veneer Twins carvings. You also get a Dwarven dice set. You get Mjolnir himself. And this from what I saw in the unboxing, the axe got some weight. Not the hammer got some weight to it. So it's a hefty hammer that got.
Did you hear when he put the hammer down on the table?
Yeah.
That shit it sounded solid, bro. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, because
you need to get a little stand. You gotta have to stand for your hammer too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was like trying to flip it and all that stuff. He's like, oh, this thing is pretty hefty. Because I was looking at it as like, I hope this hammer, is pretty. It got some heft to it. That was one of my first things when I said it, but I didn't watch the full, unboxing video. And yeah, you was right. He was like, yeah, it got some heft to it.
I'm just glad they didn't put a squeaker in there.
But you also get all the stuff that you get in the digital deluxe edition here. Just to let you guys know, they're being very transparent here, where they're saying that you're not getting a game disc when it comes to the steelbook. So you're getting the digital version of the game when it comes to the collector's edition and the Jotnar edition. So you get a little bit more stuff here. With the Jotnar edition, where you get the 7-inch vinyl from Bear McCreary. This is the composer of the game. You're getting the Falcon, Bear, and Wolf pin set. And from what, the unboxing, this is pretty hefty as well. It got some weight to these pins. And I know Persona's a big pin fan. I know he's going to eat that up right there. The steelbook is in there as well, the twin carvings. But you also get a legendary, what's this, Drapnir ring. So you're getting that, and you're also getting Brock's dice set. You're getting Yggdrasil cloth map as well, Mjolnir, the Knowledge Keeper Shrine, and everything that you got from the digital deluxe edition as well. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff that you're getting in these editions, man. And once again, the pre-orders go up July 15th, 10 p.m. Eastern time. No, 10 a.m. Eastern time. My bad. So yeah, that's pretty dope, man. Pretty early where the pre-orders go up. You know what I mean? And yeah, these editions look great, man. These editions look great. I'm pretty excited, man. Persona, man. You got what you wanted. You got everything you wanted, Persona, this week.
Yo, I
Yeah,
did.
Merry Christmas.
Listen, I'm extremely happy, man. The Jotnar dish is getting pre. Listen, I will clown the mountains of Mount Everest to pre-order this goddamn Jotnar edition. It's getting pre-ordered, man. I'm gonna have 50 windows open. I already blocked out a specific amount of time on my work calendar, so I got no meetings, no one bothering me. Like, yo, I want to make sure I get this. I want to make sure I'm ready for this. So yeah, and I'm super excited for this game, man. I'm actually gonna do a playthrough of the first game. Even I've beaten this game like 3 times already. I'm gonna do another playthrough closer, like probably around like August time or September, and beat the game again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another playthrough of God of War because, funny enough, my whole save for God of War got deleted.
Oh,
Really? Oh
yeah.
no.
So I got to do it all over again. I don't know how it got deleted,
Wow.
but there were certain games, especially that came out in 2018. All my saves got deleted, like my Ni no Kuni 2 that got deleted. Days Gone, that's
Oh,
2019, got deleted. But I don't have an issue playing that over again because it's a great game. But yo, let's yeah, go ahead.
Do you think, real quick, do you think there's going to be any unlocks or anything like that from having beaten the game on the 2018 carrying over into Ragnarok?
That's why I want to play it through again. To be honest,
Case.
because
There
was a set armor that I loved in that game. You got it from like that poison area. I forgot the name of the realm. It started with a V, the Velheim or something like that. And you had to
Vanaheim.
Yeah, Vanaheim. You had to go through all of that poison bullshit, all these traps and all that stuff. But when you make it out of that realm, the armor that you get, it's so lit because you get health as you fight. I was like, yo, that was the armor I used to beat that goddamn Valkyrie Queen. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I took my time, got my health back a little bit, then went right back in. Yo, that armor was godlike, bruh. You know what I mean? So I definitely need to get that back. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be running through the game again, just in case if things like that. Oh, that will carry over because I love the hell out of that armor.
Oh, facts.
But let's get into the PS Plus games for this month. I know this was like last week's news, but we wasn't here last week, so we're gonna run through it real quick. Where was it Niflheim? I think you're probably right. It was Niflheim, Bino, man. So shout out to you.
You talking about the green? You talking about the green poison stuff?
Yeah, that it glows.
Oh
yeah, it heals you up.
Oh yeah, that's Niflheim. Yeah.
Yo, bro. Once you got that armor, you was like,
or whatever.
You was like, you was set, bro. Like
you was OP. You was OP in that area too. Like once you got that Niflheim armor, you was able to run through there easy and not have to rush, like because it would heal you. So yeah, that was a dope armor set.
Yo, so here's the July games for the month. For July for the PlayStation Plus. This is for all tiers of PlayStation Plus. So you're getting Crash 4. It's About Time. You're getting the Dark Pictures Man of Medan, and you're getting Arcade-Geddon as well. So these are the 3 games that you're getting for July. They still haven't announced the extra games. Well, they announced one of them that you're going to be getting, which is Stray. But yeah, I think this is a strong month. This month for PlayStation Plus. All these games look great. You know what I mean? I love supermassive games. So the Man of Madame, I know this is going to be a good series. I think you get all of the games as well with this. Arcade-Geddon was a pretty cool, fun experience, and you have Crash 4 as well, man. What you guys rating this month for PlayStation Plus?
I think it's good, man. I mean, I'll be honest. It's like whoever's in charge of doing the selections for PlayStation Plus and everything and all the different tiers in terms of the free games they get, I mean, they're really thoughtfully put out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, hey, we're going to reach around in the bag and get some of the crumbs and just throw them out there and, good luck, plebes. That's what you get. It seems like there's a rhyme and reason to it. You feel me? Like somebody's actually put some, thought into like, well, I think this game would pair with this game. This is what our release calendar looks like. I think these games would fit in with that. It'll help kind of connect some points. So yeah, I mean, overall, I've been very happy with the way PlayStation has done their quote unquote free titles. So yeah, I mean, these are excellent. These
They've
are
been
all
very
worth playing.
calculated with it. Yeah, I agree, 100.
Correct. Yes.
Especially
Yeah.
with God of War, what they released last month. But yeah, no, this month, I'm gonna have to give this month an A. I give it an A. It's a good month because Crash 4, even though I have Crash 4 already, like I bought that game, I just haven't started it yet. I do think that's Crash is a very legendary series, and the fact that we
Yep.
got a brand new game in the series after all this time, and now that's free for members, for people. I think that's dope. Like I said earlier, Arcade Again is a cool game. That is a great game. So I definitely think people should check that out, get some fun out of that. Median or whatever the game is.
Damn.
I never played Medan. I never played that. I'm not really into those dark anthology type games, but I think it's pretty cool for those who like it.
Have
But
you
yeah, I
ever
think it's
played them
great.
though, Persona? Because it's like the stories are phenomenal.
Is it like Quarry and Until Dawn? Is it like that, or
Yeah,
is it something?
it is. Yeah.
It is. I
Mhm.
mean, I may check it out, but I still haven't
Hey,
even
it's free.
finished
Check it
Quarry,
out.
so yeah, I may check it out. I just never really got pulled in with that game, so
Don't say he want to
Just
hit
give
some
it an
buttons.
hour. Yeah,
I want
just
to
give
hit
it an
buttons.
hour. If you don't like it after an hour, fair enough, But I mean, sometimes you want something a little bit more of a slow burn, that's very like plot and story driven.
Yeah.
Like I said, they made something that's every person who plays video games is going to find something that they're going to gravitate towards, but are willing to try some of the other stuff. So again, I think it's sort of like when you go to a really nice restaurant and they got the pairing menu with the wine and the food and the dessert and everything. It's like that's how I feel that they deliver.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna give it a try. And get my thoughts and see how it is for sure.
Absolutely, man. Yo, guys, let's get into the actual PlayStation top downloads for June 2022. Because we got some interesting, list of games here that these were the most downloaded games or purchased games from the PlayStation Store last month. PlayStation, they do this every month, which is appreciated. I like when people are, companies are transparent when it comes to this stuff. It's just cool little stats to look at. Well, let's get into it, man. So PlayStation 5 in the US, we have The Quarry was the #1 game downloaded last month. Then we have Jedi Fallen Order. I think there was like a nice sale for that, right?
Yeah.
Which the PS5 version is phenomenal, to be honest with you. NBA 2K 2022, MLB The Show 2022, Grand Theft Auto 5 is this game is always going to be forever on everybody's list when it comes to this stuff. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Elden Ring #7, Among Us #8, which is surprising because Among Us, I mean, it's not really surprising because Among Us was very, very popular when it came out on PlayStation, but now it's just free to play, so I guess it got bumped up again.
The June update also hit where they had like a bunch of like events and stuff like that as well that was happening in June. So
yep. Then we have Sonic Origins, which I think everybody should pick this up if you're a Sonic fan, especially the older Sonic games. They did an amazing job with this collection of games. Rainbow Six, Siege, Sniper Elite 5, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Horizon Forbidden West, Far Cry, DNF Duel up there, baby. Yo, with 2 days, DNF Duel got up to #15. Yo,
that's good.
Where the trophies at?
That's good.
Shout out to the DNF Duel crew out here. 2 days. The game came out on the 28th. You know what I mean? And we out here got it up to #15. This is a great sign. This is a great sign, and this was for PlayStation 5. This is a great sign right here, man. So I was very happy when I saw this on this list here. Then we have Cyberpunk at #16.
Disgusting.
Which you know why Cyberpunk is going up too? Because they put it on a trial, and a lot of people are playing the game with a PS5 version. Because it's a trial thing now where you can play, I think it's like 3 hours of the game. And it looks great.
It looks good.
Yo, no cap. Yo, Persona, no cap on this app. That just looks great.
Is it running? It runs better than
it runs smooth. It looks great on that PS5, bruh. No cap. I promise you everything. The only reason why I haven't really dug back in because I felt a little slighted, so I don't want to really purchase the game yet. But if you're still interested in Cyberpunk, this is like the best time to get the game. It looks amazing. Go ahead and try it out.
I'm gonna try to trial and see what's up.
Yeah, I promise you everything, bro. It looks amazing. I know people gonna get upset, but I gotta keep it real, yo. The jump look heat. Then we have Gran Turismo.
And the campaign. The campaign's good. Like the main storyline and it's worth playing. It really is.
Like I'll be honest, I was disappointed because I thought it was gonna be much more. Because I picked the Nomad, and I was like, yo, I did one mission where I drove a car and drove back here, then drove back, then I drove into the city, and that's it. And they gave me a whole cutscene as far as everything that I wanted to do. I was like, nah, I thought I was gonna live the Nomad life before I got into the city, but I was really disappointed.
Well, you know what the problem is? I think a lot of us thought that this was going to be like Witcher 3, but Cyberpunk. And so, because that game, and you have to remember too, the version of the game of The Witcher 3 that we're playing now after all the DLC dropped is different than what it was like when it launched, right? Like when it launched, it wasn't, it had some issues. But like by the time that the final, Blood and Wine came out and everything else was out, I mean, it's one of the best games of all time. It's that good. And I think everybody was riding on that high thinking, oh, yeah, we're about to get into the Cyberpunk version of this, and it's going to be first-person perspective. And everybody was ultra hyped. I mean, like, I don't think, not since God of War, I don't think have people been that hyped about a game in the last 5 years, right? And when it dropped, people were just like, oh, like all the wind came out of everybody's sails, and everybody was so deflated. And there was just all the admissions of guilt. They did out and how I had crunch and blah 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 blah, like all the bad things that happen in development. And so yeah,
you cutting out a lot. GamerMD.
Yo, Gamer, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
You're cutting up a little.
Yeah, you was just cutting up a little bit. You was doing a little, disc jockeying a little bit on the mic.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got you.
Nah, you good to go, man. But I understand where you're coming from with the game. Like there was a lot of stuff. Yeah, trust me, we spoke about Cyberpunk here a lot. But yeah, I was looking for something bigger, man. I definitely was looking for something bigger. But I say give the trial a go. You know what I mean? Especially if you have like the premium tier, PlayStation Plus. It's not going to hurt you there. And whatever you earn trophy wise, if you decide to get the game, it will all you all have it there. So, well, I just want to go to the PS4 games real quick. In the US, we got Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, great game, amazing game. If you guys haven't played that yet,
talking about that is so good. I'm so
because you remember it's a PS4 game, so it wasn't up there.
Yep.
PS4. Which I think they should put it. Yeah, get a PS5 version, man. You know what I mean? Shot. Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5 again, Red Dead Redemption 2, NBA 2K, The Quarry down here on number 6. Star Wars Battlefront 2, man. People still out here getting that. MLB The Show, Gang Beasts, FIFA 22, Assassin's Creed Origins, Modern Warfare, Among Us, Sims 4. The list of games is so different on the PlayStation 5 and 4, yo. Let's see what people was getting. Batman, Arkham Knight, Dead by Daylight, very popular, The Forest, and Dark Souls 3. So yeah, those are the games that the top downloaded games.
Such a weird list.
Yeah, on PS4, right? It's like it's such a departure from what people are getting on the. But it's cool that people are just buying games out here, man. Digital is very prominent now in this day and age, so I'm happy to see. But Persona Gamer, it's one thing I'm not very happy to see, and that's an update.
What's up?
A delay.
Oh, are you going to talk about Forspoken?
Yes, one of my most anticipated games for actually 2022 got delayed. But I'm honest. To be honest with you, I'm not too upset about it. But I did really want to play this game this year. But they came out, as soon as God of War got when God of War got its announcement, was it the 5th or the 6th? It's the same day, right?
Wednesday, yeah. Like literally like an hour later, Forspoken posted this after God of War got their announcement. So it was the 6th. It was Wednesday.
So here's the statement.
Yeah, but it was smart. It was a smart thing to do. I mean, it would have been overshadowed.
I agree. I agree 100% that it was a smart move to do. But here's the statement that we got here from Square Enix and Luminous Productions. It said, as a result of ongoing discussions with key partners, we have made the strategic decision to move the launch date for Forspoken to January 24th, 2023. All game elements are now complete and development is in its final polishing phase. We would like to thank you for your continued support and patience on this journey. Our excitement for this game inspires us every day, and we cannot wait to share more about Forspoken with you later this summer. So we're going to get a new trailer. We're going to get some new information on the game, you know, because a lot of people have a lot of slander for this game, and it's like slander that is being done very ignorantly. You know what I mean? Where it's just like a lot of people are not looking up the game or watching trailers or the latest trailers. Everybody's just keeping assuming. Everybody keep bringing up, oh, we have white people writing for black characters. Like that's been a common thing going on in gaming. I don't pass off anything like that. You know what I mean? If you're a creator and you're creating something or you're writing a story or whatever, you can make your character whatever color, you know, or ethnicity, you know, you want. You know, yeah, I would like them to have the knowledge, you know, of like black people and whatnot. But I'm not shunning the game because you have set writers that are pretty prominent or pretty, you know, veterans within the game writing a story like a game like this. You know what I mean? I'm not writing that off right away. And I see a lot of people writing it off mainly for that reason rather than what they're actually seeing gameplay wise, which you're not watching anyway.
It's also not that type, like it's a fantasy game. You know, like it's a fantasy RPG style open world game, you know, so I'm not sure, and they even talk about in one of the trailers where like, you know, she was getting bullied where she came from in New York
New
and
York.
all this other stuff. So I'm sure we're gonna see those elements like that in the story as well.
It's a classic
But
isekai story plot line. But
yeah, so I'm like, I don't get it. Like I don't even like. There's been a lot of weird hate for this game. Like ever since that IGN gameplay thing dropped, these people have been shitting on this game. A lot of people have been shitting on this game a lot, and I'm just like, I don't get why. And it's like, even when Game Informer put out all the gameplay that they put out, man,
and better
talking about the game
explanation
and
of
all
what's
that.
going on in the game.
Yep. It looks beautiful. It runs great. So I'm just like, y'all are just being willfully ignorant.
Yep. 300%, man. Because Game Informer had like about 4 videos explaining gameplay, lore, and stuff like that within the game. And then after that, I think they dropped like their latest trailer, which the game looked amazing. We was running it. I have the trailer here. I don't have it up now on you know, OBS, but I have the trailer, you know, saved on there, and it looks amazing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really understanding what people's gripe about the game is, other than you have, you know, white writers writing about a black woman or something like that, which is completely crazy to me. Yes, would I like to see more, you know, black writers getting into gaming and all that stuff? Yes, I would love to see that stuff, but I'm not gonna shun, you know, someone because they want to have a character that they created and they want to display that in a video game. I don't know. What's your thoughts, gamer?
I mean, you know, I think that you have to look at who the criticism's coming from. You know, who is actually genuinely like upset about something versus people who are trying to create some kind of a narrative to further their own like console warring agenda or whatever else, right? Like, so, you know, me being platform agnostic, it's like I try to filter out a lot of the noise and I look at things as objectively as I possibly can. And, you know, I'm excited about Forspoken. I think that, you know, it's not one person who created those characters, right? It's an entire team of people. And so you're getting input from a lot of different people with different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different, you know, religious ideologies, etc. So from my standpoint, you know, I want to play the game. I can't wait to play the game. I think it was a good idea to move it out of this, you know, time slot. 2023 is gonna, you know, start out with a bang because I guarantee it'll be there in the first 3 months. I think that's when that game will drop.
It's gonna be fighting against with Dead Space remake.
Yeah, you know, but that's a good place for it to be because it you know, Dead Space. I love Dead Space, but it's not the same level as God of War, right? Like God of War is platinum tier, like, you know, God level of game. I mean, across the industry, everybody is waiting to play this game. And Santa Monica is one of the world's premier studios. That's no cap. That's just a fact. Like, you look at Santa Monica, Naughty Dog, they probably go neck and neck in terms of who's the best first party studio for Sony. So, again, I think it was a highly intelligent move. I think that when God of War drops, nobody's going to even think of any other games. So God bless whoever's trying to compete with them. Skull and Bones, you're coming out on November the 8th. Bro, bad move.
Good luck.
I mean, I don't know who thought that was a brilliant idea. Either come out earlier or push it back. Like, why would you have this whole entire... And I mean, the game looks promising. It's the adult version of Sea of Thieves that I've been waiting for. So, I mean, it's like, that's the type of game where, I can totally vibe with it, but it's not going to get touched until 2023 if I do pick it up.
Yeah, Skull and Bones is a weird one for me, man. I did enjoy the water battles in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but I don't know if I wanted like a whole game of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Good luck on that game with God of War.
It's just a horrible release date. Horrible release date.
Yeah,
I think if that game came out in February, or like a month where there's not a lot of competition going on, I think it would do very well.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, and this is like year 5. People wait for this game, but we'll definitely see, man, when it comes to that game. But yeah, I think it was a smart move to delay it. I obviously we see the reason why. It wasn't because the game wasn't in a bad development hell. They said strategically, this was the great decision to make after speaking to our partners, and they're only partnered up with PlayStation as of right now. So I'm pretty sure they had talks like, hey man, we want this game to sell. We do have the exclusivity for this game for 2 years. But yeah, PlayStation put a lot of investment, a lot of money into the game. So yeah, they want the game to sell as much as possible. But yeah, let's move it back a couple of months. Let God of War shine in that time period, and
what else it does too, though, right? Like, the later it takes for that game to come out, the later it takes for it to go multi-platform.
Yep.
Hey, yo, that's a fact, though. Like, if this game is ever supposed to come to another platform, that shit not coming to like 2025 now.
Yep.
Exactly.
The longer the wait, and right when the exclusive deal is up, you're still going to have to wait until they want to pour over or actually develop to make the game.
If they want to do it, look at Final Fantasy VII. The exclusivity ended, but it ain't on another platform except for PC.
Yo, MD, I'm telling you this right now, bro. People not hearing me when I say this. Crisis Core, that's the test, man. That's the test. Yeah. They not seeing it though. That's the test.
No.
And if that don't sell, because that's not going to Game Pass. Stuff like that's going in day and day. And obviously this is not the podcast for that, so I won't go too deep into that conversation. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that they are very metrics driven and sales driven, and they look at the platforms based off sales to determine what titles get released. And it's like, if you're not supporting us when we're got our AA or whatever game, you're not going to get
a lot of Japanese developers are like that. Or publishers.
They're looking at the metrics.
They're definitely like that.
Yep.
They look at that stuff. They'll tell you too. It's like,
they'll
have like a event. It was like, look, you guys bought the game. We're gonna put this. They will tell you. Yep. I know for sure. NIS, they will let you know. It's like, is this game coming to this platform? They say, nope. You ain't buy it there. They'll tell you straight up. NIS do not play. But shout out to Guerrilla Games though, man. They've been doing the Lord's work when it comes to Horizon Forbidden West, and this game keeps getting better and better and better and better. Where the game launched at first, it was always looking amazing, but from launch to now, it's like night and day, yo. How great and updated this game has been. So the recent update that we got for Horizon Forbidden West, it added VRR, or aka VHS to Persona.
VHS.
And then we also have high refresh rate, which is HFR, which pretty much makes the frame rates uncapped, so it can go up from like 80 to 120 frames per second, but you won't be able to see those dips or whatever within the game, or those fluctuations, because of the variable refresh rate. They also added a balance mode option for the graphics, or the fidelity mode, where it's supporting 40 hertz, so the frame rate is going to be much higher than that capped 30 frames per second. And the VRR, you're not going to see the.
Yo, I played it at that balance mode. I'm definitely doing the rest of my new game plus playthrough on balance. That shit is
It looks crispy, right?
Yo, it looks so good, bro. I even think it might be even a little, like a tad bit higher than 40 hertz, because it's smooth, bro. It is smooth, real talk.
Yeah,
It's one of the most graphically impressive games of all time, and the fact that they keep polishing it, like, I mean, it's a PS5 showcase game. If you woke up out of a coma yesterday and people were like, "Hey, show me a video game that just will knock my socks off," if you don't show them Horizon Forbidden West, then I don't know what you're showing them.
That's a fact.
They got a lot of little fixes as well in the game. Some of the major ones that like I know affected my game was especially this one right here. The Dreadwind will remain cloaked when knocked down. I remember seeing that.
Yo, that's kind of crazy.
Yep. Yeah, so they fixing that. They also fixing some of the elemental arrows from fully upgraded bows with destroyed canisters instead of detonating them. They fixed some of the UI and UX stuff, where update was selecting the ultra hard difficulty to clarify the same setting cannot be changed. So yeah, once you pick ultra hard, if you're doing new game plus or just your regular game, you cannot change the difficulty throughout the game. You stay there. And ultra hard, yo, they hit hard, man. They hit hard and ultra hard. You know what I mean? And they're very aggressive as well. So I can't wait to get to certain parts later in the game in ultra hard, because I know I was struggling on the mode lower than ultra hard with that. You remember that one mission, bro, where you had the Tremor Tusk and the freaking what's the dude name, the Thunderjaw together, and then you had the other bird that was patrolling. And I can't even tell you how many times I had to restart that mission, because I was just dying, bro. So I know when I go to on ultra hard on that mode, woo.
That's gonna be tough. Oh
yeah,
my. And listen, and playing that in the balance mode with like all the graphics and all that, and having everything look even more crisp. I can't wait to get, because remember the whole underwater Las Vegas area?
Oh, beautiful.
I played that mostly. I mostly played that in performance, but I did change to the resolution mode just to see how beautiful, like how much more beautiful it looked. Because performance and resolution, there is a difference, but it's not like, oh my god, this is like night and day.
It's not night and day no more. Like the launch it was night and day.
Yeah. And I want to see how it looks in this balance mode underwater in Vegas. I can't wait to get there, because that was like, in my opinion, I think that was one of the most beautiful areas like in the game. Period. That underwater area is like so beautiful. All the lights and everything. I love it.
Yeah. Anything underwater in general. I mean, like ever since Super Mario Brothers, where you're like dodging the squid and the fire pinwheel things, it's like, I've always enjoyed underwater parts of games, and this one is just like, I mean, God bless. The technology has advanced. It is superb.
Yo, that area is Lorenzo. That area is definitely hard too, yo. The cauldron with the tide ripper, yup, because you don't really have that much space to move, and the tide ripper got that 360 water move.
Yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That area, I died like 3 times.
Yo,
I was trying to dodge the tide ripper's dash, and then water, it washed me there. That one, and then the Slitherfang cauldron, I also died too as well, like twice.
I remember when I first fought the what's that machine called? I think it's a spine something. It was the other big
spine splitter.
I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it. It's the upper version of that thunder. The Thunderjaw is more like, it's crazy as well. But you guys know what I'm talking about. He's on that beach before you about to travel over.
Oh, the thing that looked like a velociraptor.
Yo, bro.
I forgot the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
That Joe was eating me up, bro, because I didn't know the moveset. I was like, what are you doing?
Where I first came across him? It wasn't on the beach, because I was doing some like exploring, farming, and like doing side missions and stuff. It's actually, I came across him in the mountains, in the mountains near near the wall, near the wall mountains. Remember when you had to do a side mission where you had to get the armor?
Yeah,
and you had to be able to fly up there?
Yep.
I just kept going higher up and went to the other side of the mountain, and it's this whole Velociraptor section.
Oh, Slaughter
with him
Spine,
and, like,
there you
his
go.
People. Slaughter Spine, thank you. The Slaughter Spine section, and I'm just like, yo, he was busting my ass, and I got on top of a mountain. I had to cheese him. Cause I'm like, bro, I can't go toe to toe with the Slaughter Spine. I'm too weak, but I want them parts so I can level my stuff up. Yo, man, I love the Slaughter Spine.
That jump was
such a good
bodying me. Yo, it was such a beautiful scene though, because I was on the beach and I'm fighting this big ass machine, and he's doing all these AOEs, all these purple, lights and lasers. I was like, yo, this dude is going crazy. It's like, yo,
even the first time, remember the first time you fought the Dregfang in the mission with old girl?
Oh,
and like, I remember when the Dregfang came down, I said, hey, yo, is that Batman? Is that the Batwing? What the fuck is this? And I'm like, yo, this
and then he go cloaked up and he's shooting stuff
like,
at you.
Yo, I was like, yo, what the hell is this, bro?
Yo, bro, I was pressing that circle button. I was dodging. I was like, seeing what he's doing.
Who you telling, bro? I was using them damn spike throwers like crazy trying to get his wings fucked up.
Man, yo, that game is amazing, yo.
So let me ask you guys a real quick question. When you got an enemy that's like that, like how many times do you play it straight up before you're like, okay, I'm gonna change my tactics. I'm gonna go and like find a place where I've got some safety. I'm gonna cheese the boss, whatever. Like, what's your cutoff before your frustration starts getting the better of you, and you're just like, all right, I'm done. I'm just gonna stand in this little crevice and throw my little arrows and hope that I eventually.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, bro. Yo, I remember when I fought the first Apex Thunderjaw. Yo, it was one shotting me. There's nothing you can do. It's gonna one shot you. So yeah, I was like, okay, you put this little rock area right here. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I'm gonna set my traps up here. If you move here, you're gonna get hit there. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Even the first time I fought the rock, but the burrower, the big burrower machine that you fight.
Oh yeah.
Even the first time I fought him, I was like, yo, I can't be on the ground fighting this dude. I got on top of one of them big little cliffs, and I just throwing bombs at him. I was throwing spikes and bombs at him. Like, yo, we gonna get you down the right way. But then I scanned it. What I tried to do, like after a while, I started scanning enemies first, because this is the great thing about Horizon Forbidden West, or Horizon in general, because you could do this in the first game. Scanning the enemies and scanning to see what parts take what damage, and just making sure that I was going about it that type of way. That's what I started doing in the game to make sure that I could kind of get the drop on them super quick. And once I understood my strategy, I would highlight the parts that I wanted to do. I would do my super. I would do my ability to get those parts like super weak and get him in a frenzy state and just like go to town, man. It's so fun too, like, because the way you approach all the different enemies in the game, it's not always the same approach.
You got to change up your what you call it
exactly
the thing as well.
You got to adapt.
There was times I had to change up into the machine part ripper thing. I forgot the name of the ability, but yo, when you had that activated and you activate that joint, yo, it rips through their parts, bro. I was like, nope, you're not getting no rockets off.
I found my combo, bro. I had posted it on Twitter too when I found it. Yo, when you get the sharp shot ability,
and you
have it set to the power arrows that it do increase the arrows. So arrows you shoot do increase damage, right? But then see, you got to stack the damage. So you have the power arrows that do increase damage, right? When you have that super active, but then when you do the stamina ability with arrow, which does increased focus, does increase damage as well. I was doing like 150% plus damage and crit on top of my base damage.
Wow.
And I was destroying pieces and shit off of enemies, bro. Crazy, because then if you go into concentrate mode, you also get a small damage increase and it's slowed. Yo, listen, man.
Yeah, I used to do that joint with the ice arrows, because once I had them in that frozen state, it was a setup GG's. It was just like, yo, sharp arrow shot with the power shot, boom. You just see everything dropping off of these joints.
Right.
Well,
big shout out to Requiem of Demons, man. Appreciate you joining the WUPS Nation. becoming a member on the
man.
channel, man. We appreciate you, Requiem. Shout out to you, bro.
Yo, I also there was a nice little stealth update for PlayStation 5 like a couple of days ago, where they added this feature called, where is it at? I know it's ALLM is what it's called. Yeah, there it is. ALLM, which is like low latency mode. All low latency mode, where you can either set it automatically or you can turn it off, where your TV or your monitor is automatically going to detect that you're playing a video game, and it will turn off certain options just so you can have, you know, better latency or lower latency for your video game. So really cool option to have. You know, I think a lot of people was you know, speaking about this, like PlayStation needs to, you know, have this feature, and here it is. They finally have it for the PlayStation 5. So you haven't got this update yet. I don't know how, but make sure you check your system settings, and then oh yeah, auto latency. My bad, I said all. And make sure you just check that, you know, you have the update ready to go. And update is a cool feature.
The only thing that's missing at this point is the 1440p support, and once we get that on the PlayStation 5, I mean, you know,
I think that's
it
coming.
has everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
yeah,
I think that's coming. I definitely think that's
100%.
coming.
Which honestly, I think that playing in 1440p, like, you know, I'll be honest here. I have not upgraded my TVs yet, so I'm doing it this year. But I've been playing in 1080p mode. Oh, of course. I mean, I'm gonna go for the best of the best. The thing is, I had the Panasonic ZT65s, which, you know, the time that they came out, these were plasmas. They were like the studio panels that they use in Hollywood for the color and for the refresh rate and everything else. And so I'm basically going to do the same thing. You know, it lasted me, you know, 10, 11 years. But I mean, it's like these games I've been playing in 1080p off the PS5, Xbox Series X, whatever. And it's really interesting because it's like, you know, I try to, I don't have certain options. So it kind of, I stick with the performance stuff because I don't have HDR. I don't have 120 frames. I got 60, you know, that type of thing. So it's like, for me, it's been really, really interesting. I can't wait to transition over to see how much more I'm really going to appreciate these games.
So, Gamer, are you trying to tell us that you're willing to get in the zone?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Persona, are you in the zone?
Absolutely.
What?
I'm in the zone.
Are you in zone?
Absolutely, I'm in zone. 100%.
Yo, shout out to Sony, man. They are getting into the monitor business, where they announced that they have, you know, pretty much a new monitor line and headset line called Inzone. And so far, some people got the Inzone headsets. But before we get into the headsets, and Persona can give his you know, impressions or review when it comes to the headset, let's talk about this monitor, man, because really and truly, this monitor looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I like the PS5 kind of design when it comes to the stand. I like the fact they got a lot of ports that's going on, and it looks pretty good. So a lot of people have a lot of positive reviews so far when it comes to the two monitors that PlayStation is offering. So they have the Inzone M9, which is the pretty much the big one. This is the one where it has all of the 4K, you know, the high, I think it's 144 hertz, and then they have the M3. Oh, here it is right here. So the Inzone M9, be immersed in the game with 4K full array LED. The M3 is lightning fast reactions with 200 hertz, designed to win. So this is more for, like, you know, probably like fighting games and shooters, and this is more like, you know, you can play the fighting games and shooters on this one as well, but it's just more for, like, you want the visuals rather than the performance. But one thing is that's amazing about this monitor, that it has full array local dimming, which some monitors don't have full array local dimming. I think it also has something, HDR 600, the certified 600. It also, there's another thing that it had here that a lot of people pretty much, a lot of monitors don't have it. I forgot what it was listed in, but this is going to cost you $800 to $900, man. How you feel about these monitors right now, Persona and Game?
So coming from a gaming PC standpoint, these are the upper limit of the middle range, right? Like they're not quite to the highest, caliber, but for the price points and for the fact that it's got a KVM switch built into it, so you can have multiple monitor support, like you can have your PS5 and your PC hooked up to it right out the box. I think it's a pretty strong feature set. I mean, is it the best monitor I've ever seen in the history of PC gaming? No, but I think for folks that aren't used to it, they're going to be blown away, especially if you are only a TV player. That's just kind of what my perspective is on that.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, man. The monitor, the M9, more so than the M3. The M9 looks so tempting. It looks like such a beautiful monitor. And the things that I have been seeing about it, people have definitely been singing the praises of its color, and how great it works, and how good it's actually performing when it comes to putting out a really beautiful image. So I like the look of it. I also like how the stand is. It's a little bit different, which I can appreciate. Although mine's, if I were to get this, mine's would be mounted. In terms of the price, I mean, this is the price point that you would get for a monitor of this quality, right? Especially since
Yeah.
it does have a lot. It's offering just a little bit more with the full array dimming. Most monitors only do edge light. So the fact that it's the whole back of the screen is being lit all at the same time and not just in specific areas, that's going to make the price go up as well. And in terms
Yeah.
of the other things that it has, in terms of like the 444 hertz, the 600 nits for the display HDR, all that stuff, that stuff I think is also pretty standard when it comes to a lot of monitors, the 2.1 things and all that good stuff, auto tone HDR. I think all that looks pretty dope. My whole thing is I would definitely pick this up, and I'm still tempted. Like, I already have the notification set up for when it goes up, but I already have the Asus, and the Asus 4K monitor cost like $750.
It's the same. It's the
or
same
so,
price
a
as
little bit
this.
more.
It was like
Same price,
it was
right?
like 850, 900.
Eight something. Yeah, like the old Asus that I grabbed was the same price, right? And then I have the other Asus, the 1440p version, which is like $500. So I'm like, I don't really see the issue here, personally speaking. And I think the monitor looks beautiful. I'm tempted. I am extremely tempted. I will not lie to you. I'm tempted, Bari. I'm tempted.
The reason why I'm very tempted on getting this is because, like, currently I have a 1440p. I'm an Asus fan as well. Everything I have is Asus. Computer, monitor, both monitors Asus. I really love the 4K one that I have here, the newer one that I have. Well, I want two 4K images. I ain't going from with you. I want two 4K images because the 1440p one, the 1440p monitor, I use that for my Switch. Everything else, gaming wise, I use the 4K one. But just to have both 4Ks next to it, and I have the TV as well next to it as well. And I might use this 1440p one as like a chat monitor or whatnot. But it's very tempting. I don't need it, Persona. I don't need it, but it's very tempting because this junk looks beautiful, man. And I want all the feature sets that it has. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, and it's the funny thing is because the second PS5 I have, that's gonna be my stream PS5. So I'm like, I am gonna want a dedicated, super high quality monitor for that.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect for that.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just like,
yo, shout out to my man, Kiss Move in the chat, man. Yeah, I have the 1440p one for the Switch because that's the lowest resolution monitor I have. I have a 1440p and 4K. I'm not gonna
shout out to Smooth,
in the chat, but nah, man, I'm very tempted on getting this monitor, man. Like I said, I don't really need it. Like I'm hesitating because I haven't really jumped the gun on any of these devices yet. Because I just want to.
I think the monitor drops this fault. Listen, Bari, if they were smart, hear me out, Bari. GamerMD and Bari, hear me out. It would be smart to drop this around the time that Last of Us 2 and God of War coming out.
Oh yeah,
you know they're gonna drop it.
Yeah,
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be so high off the hype of those two games. I'm like, if they drop it around that time, I'm like, yo, GamerMD, bro, they take my wallet and lock it up in a safe. Because if they release the M9 around the time that Last of Us and those other games are dropping, I might impulse snatch it up real quick. Like,
absolutely. I mean, look, and here's the thing: it's not like an exorbitant price. It really is not. For all the features that you get, I mean, like I said, it's a good place to be. I've already pre-ordered the H9 headset because I wanted to check it out and see how it compares to the Pulse 3D.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So, how'd you get yours already?
It released on Thursday, and I pre-ordered it from
Yo,
Best Buy though,
matter
not
of
from.
fact, you guys can talk about it now because that's what we highlighting right now is the three headsets, the H9, the H7, and
Oh
the
man, no. I got the
H3.
H9 on lock. I ordered mine through Amazon though. I'm checking right now to see if I got an
Yeah, I
updated
grabbed mine
shipping
from
date or
Best
not.
Buy, and Best Buy had it on. Best Buy had release day shipping, so they actually they shipped it the day before on the 6th, and it got here by the 7th, and it was delivered on the 7th. But so I bought the H9, which is the most expensive set. That's the $300 headset. But you know, the H3, H7, H9, they all have the 360 spatial audio, and only the H9 has the noise canceling. The microphone is bi-directional boom for both the H7 and H9. H3 is unidirectional. The battery life is pretty good on both the H7 and H9. If you are going to use the noise canceling and ambient sounds, if you're going to have that stuff on, it drops it to about 20 hours. Connectivity is obviously 2.4.
Is it a
And then
dongle with it?
yeah, it comes with a dongle, and the dongle that on the and all of them have the dongle except for the H3 because H3 is wired only. But on the H9, it does have a dongle, and it also has a switch on the dongle where you switch it from PlayStation 5 or PC.
So
So
it's
because
only
I know
wirelessly, or you can't hook it up wire. Can you hook it up wirelessly as well? No, wireless. I mean wired. Can you hook it up wired? I'm confused myself.
Yeah, can they go wired?
Yo, you know what?
Yeah,
Because Kiss Move Super Chat just came in, and I'm going back and forth looking at it. You wireless? Can you hook it up
Yeah, no,
wired?
so yes, there is a port on it to plug it in wired through auxiliary.
Okay, gotcha.
Through
Okay,
aux,
cool.
so you can plug it up wired. But with this, there is definitely I know there's been some worry from certain people because the End Zone is being advertised as a PC slash PlayStation headset. But
Hmm.
trust me when I tell you, this headset is most definitely made for PlayStation. We know PlayStation uses the Tempest audio and it does the 3D audio and all this other stuff. When you put these headphones on, you are going to hear everything clearly, concisely, and loud. Okay, this headset, and I'm not trying to bullshit because I've always been an Astros guy. Ask Bari, during the whole PS4 generation, I was an Astros guy. I've had the Astro A50s, the Astro A40, and the A40 TR. Right, I've always been an Astros guy. This headset is definitely a really good sounding, high quality headset. And the build quality is also good. I actually like this build quality a lot more than the 3D headsets that we got with the PS5. The build quality is much better and it's more comfortable. And the cushion on the headphones is actually softer and it fits the ears much better. Now, in terms of the sound itself, I tried Returnal, I tried Call of Duty, I
I was about
tried
to say you
Horizon.
ain't tried COD. Oh.
Absolutely, come on, Bari. That was the first game I tried. Come on, come on.
You
Call
ain't
of
say
Duty.
that though. You ain't say that. All I saw was
No,
Returnal on Twitter.
no. I definitely tried it with Call of Duty. Was the first game I tried this shit on.
Okay,
That was the
okay.
very first game. Call of Duty, Cold War. I tried it with Returnal. I tried it with Horizon Forbidden West. I tried it with DNF Duel, and I tried it with not Resistance, Resident Evil Village. Let me tell you, Barry. I'm gonna start with COD because that's what we here, Bari, eye to eye. These shits sound amazing.
I was gonna wait until the tournament, but I don't think I can wait, man. I gotta get it this
Bari,
week.
Bari. So it has the same type of dials, like how you can set the game volume and voice chat volume to be either equal or one can be louder than the other. But it also has a separate dial on the left side that can adjust how loud the volume is. Period. Right. So when you turn it up and you turn it up to like a good enough loudness and you set it up how you want. Listen, man, I'm running through, bro. I can even hear the ninja footsteps. That's how crazy.
Wow,
Yo, that's
that's
That's how
awesome.
crazy it is. You even if they use a
That's
ninja, because
clutch.
even if you use the ninja, you still can hear the footsteps just very faintly. You can hear it. You can hear it when you're using these headsets.
Yo, so how you mute it? You flip it. You flip the mic up to mute it.
Yeah. So the way the mute works is, and it's not just like a regular flip. When you flip it up, you actually hear a click. So if you flip it down, it'll go click, and that means that the voice you could talk through the mic. But then when you flip it back up, there's also a click, and it lets you know. So it's letting you know when the mic is muted and
Oh,
unmuted, and
nice.
it also lets you know on the TV as well. When I played Returnal,
Oh, that's cool.
Returnal is one of the best sounding games
Yeah.
It's one of the best sounding games
Agreed.
out right now. Like
Yeah,
it really is.
sound wise, yeah,
It
the sound is amazing.
sounds when you're running, because I was in Act 2, First World, running through and hearing like the sliminess and like the animals in the background and hearing the music playing and then hearing like when Celine jumps to the side and you hear that and she makes that sound, and even when she's shooting the gun and then you hear the enemy screeching and all of that in the headset sounds really, really good. Now when you enable noise canceling, it's a bit scary. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a bit scary because when you enable the noise canceling, it also enables the ambient sounds as well. Both of those settings get enabled at the same time. So when you're enabling the noise canceling / ambient sounds, you don't hear if somebody's like trying to talk to you, you're not going to hear nothing. If somebody's knocking on the door, you're not going to hear nothing. You really only are going to hear the game. And when you hear the game, I don't know what it's doing. Like I can't really explain it. All I can explain is that it boosts the sound, the background sounds even more with that whole ambient sound shit. It's really crazy, man. It's really
'Cause you
crazy.
can focus on
Playing,
it. You can
yeah,
focus on it.
playing DNF Duel, because one of my favorite songs on DNF Duel is The Rival. I just love that. Ever since Bari made that trailer, I'm like, yo, what is this song? That Rival song is like my favorite song in the game. So listening to that and listening to the matches and listening to like when Troubleshooter throws the grenades and all that, so good. Resident Evil Village, I ain't gonna lie. I was scared to play this shit at night with this damn headset on, bro. Hearing like the creepy crawlies in the background and all this shit that's crawling, it sound like it's crawling in my head, bro. I'm just like, what is that, bro? Yo, real talk. I'm not trying to cap because it's PlayStation or because it's Sony. I really mean this, man. It really is a really good. In terms of the H9, it really is a good headset, man. It's the build quality, all of it is really solid. I really do like it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great. I'm definitely going to get one for sure. Like, I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna wait till after the tournament, but I'm definitely gonna get the H9s because I already have it. I have it in the cart for Best Buy and Amazon, but most likely I'm going to lean towards
Do Best Buy. Yeah, do
'cause,
Best Buy. Do Best Buy.
they
Yeah,
ship it
my
faster.
Amazon packages got delayed. It was supposed to be release date. It's coming today, so I'm kind of pissed off. I have to get one of my people to kind of like pick that up for me or whatever because I'm obviously on the road.
With Amazon, I'm really like hesitant these days because Amazon's actual, because they have their own delivery people now. Yo, they suck, bro. Like they don't.
They
deliver
haven't
shit
been
to the
bad
right
with me
places and all
though.
that
They haven't been
bullshit,
bad with
man.
me. Amazon.
Man, they garbage, bro. They shit gets delayed, shit gets lost, shit not getting delivered. I remember I ordered a Ninja air fryer, like a 7-in-1 air fryer thing. This shit never got delivered, and I'm like, yo, what? It's hard to misplace something this fucking
But
big.
you get the notification that like you can track them. So
No, I have was tracking them, but they said that they said that it was alpha delivery, but then the delivery got delayed. It will be delivered the next day. The next day they did not deliver it, and then it said my package was lost. What?
Damn, that's messed up.
Wow, man, I hope my headset didn't get lost. I'll be pissed.
Yeah, I have bad experiences with UPS or this United Postal Service, but when it comes to like Amazon, I never really had a bad experience because I track them, and if something's up wrong, they let me know. We're 4 stops away. You know what I mean? So, but the great thing about the headset and the headphones is that Evo in itself announced that Evo is excited to announce the Sony Inzone as a primary partner for Evo 2022. So attendees can experience outstanding audio and visuals in their favorite fighting games with Sony Inzone's new line of gaming gear available on the show floor. Learn more. So this is a smart move because typically, you have like BenQ.
So they're going to use those monitors for the actual like the fights and
the
stuff?
monitors and the headsets for it's going to be hooked up to each station. Like fighting wise. Yeah, I think it's smart because PlayStation they partnered up or they bought Evo, so of course they're going to have their own Sony products being displayed.
Bro, can I tell you something though? Okay, so for all of us, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm a huge Street Fighter guy, right? And so, that Street Fighter 3 that was from the Evo back in the day, where Homeboy like parried everything that Chun-Li threw at him, and like the entire universe exploded.
Yep.
Like to me, that is quintessential competitive fighting, and I'm just like, now that Sony's in charge of it, I want that stuff to be there, like just on fire. I mean, I want it to be huge. I want it to be televised. I want to be able to stream it, the whole entire thing, and really get people back into the whole entire fighting genre. Because it seems like, the world kind of fell off the fighting games for a minute, but now you got like the DNF, and then you got like Street Fighter 6 and like all this other stuff that's like, about to drop. I'm like, bro, it's like I'm hoping we're hitting the fighting game renaissance.
Yeah, like DNF is super popular right now. Great fighting game. And yeah, I'm just happy that people are enjoying it. You have those people that are not enjoying it as well, because it's a very active, and like, each character got a lot of cheap stuff that you got to deal with in the game. But overall, I think there's a lot of positive people. Like, I just went to like Bum's Heat Wave tournament yesterday, and it was like a lot of people that was just loving the game. You know what I mean? Everybody just wanted to play, get together. Everybody showing off their cheap shit. You know what I mean? In the game. And it was just like, yeah, I know it's cheap, but hey, I got to deal with your bullshit too. I was like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, man, it was just a great time. Just in that presence. So I know Evo is going to be lit. Having those displays and those headsets ready to go. But let's get into this Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core reunion news real quick, because a lot of great interviews came out this week, updating people with some information when it comes to Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
Let me just get the super chat real quick.
Yeah, get the super chat. I think
shout
Smooth
out to
and somebody
man.
else did it.
No, it was just Smooth. Shout out to Smooth, man. Appreciate you, bro. He says, shout out to the What's Up PlayStation, one of the best podcasts for gaming. Love the format, the structure, and the segments. Yo, we appreciate you, Smooth, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, Smooth, man. We appreciate the support, and yeah, Smooth, that's my guy right there. But Crisis Core reunion, they saying they're going to keep it very tried and true, very faithful to the original story. My personal thoughts is that I feel like they're going to have like some type of different ending. Everything else is going to be the same, but the ending is going to be a little bit different. But they saying here that there's also new the combat system has been revamped a little bit, where the attack combos are now linkable, and limit breaks are accessible at any time, not just when it pops up in the digital mind wave or the DMW, which is great. And that's something that we found out and we caught in the first trailer. It's like it was definitely looking a little different here in the first trailer. But what's your thoughts on that, when it comes to Crisis Core or Gamer?
I'm glad that they're updating the combat, for the times, and making things much more accessible, especially if there's going to be a newer audience that they're trying to captivate as well with this. So I think it's welcome, and I can't wait to experience it on PS5 this winter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, Crisis Core was not a game that I played on the original release. So for me, this gives me the opportunity, and I'm wondering if I'm the audience that really they're trying to shoot with this, is that, folks who knew about the game or for whatever reason didn't get a chance to play it or whatever. And, I'm excited that they're actually releasing this on modern consoles. Like, for me, that's a big deal. And, I'm looking at picking it up at some point. I don't know if it'll be a day one for me, just because I've got so much, like, I've got a lot of games. And, trying to play every single one of them and get through and completing them all and stuff like that. It's like, I'm rotating through on a regular basis. So it's not a top tier game for me, but I will definitely check it out at some point.
Yep. Another cool stuff here that they mentioned was that the frame rate of this game. So the PC, they're actually targeting 120 frames per second, while on PlayStation 5 and other platforms they're targeting 60. Also, the visuals of the game is to match Final Fantasy VII Remake. So they're utilizing Unreal Engine 4. And yeah, the purpose of them bringing out this remake or this remaster is just to get everybody caught up on who this character is, Zack, because he's going to be very, very important when it comes to Rebirth, remaking itself. So yeah, they just want everybody to acknowledge that Zack is a very important and integral piece in Final Fantasy VII, and we got to tell his story, man, which is great, because Zack is a great character. I think when people do play Crisis Core reunion, they're gonna understand like why Zach is such a lovable character, great
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. I feel like that 60 frames. Yo, can I speak, Bari? Let me speak.
Hey, let me
Can I speak?
speak.
Let me speak. Let me speak. I think that 60 frames on consoles is for parity purposes.
Oh, so you think they can
I'll leave it
actually
at
go
that.
higher?
I on PlayStation 5, absolutely. Absolutely.
Gotcha. All right. All
You
right.
got you got performance mode for Horizon Forbidden West hitting almost 120 frames per second. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, especially
Stop it.
if they have like the VRR and stuff. Yeah, they can crank that
Yeah,
thing up
stop it.
much higher.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know, parity.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's a Square Enix game. Why would they care about parity? I mean, you know what I'm
Because they
saying?
want they want the game to sell. That's why.
Sell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they want it
All
to
right.
sell on the
Fair
other
enough.
platforms, so they got it's parody. Listen, that's just my speculation. That's not fact. You know, let me speak. Let me speak. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you talking about parody with the S, but not the X.
I don't know. I mean, you would imagine the X would be able to do 120 as well if the PS5
Yeah,
could do it.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
But you know, there's other consoles. You know, other non-next gen.
yeah,
You know, next gen
yeah.
imposters. You know, with the S at the end. Imposters.
It's like a snake. It just sneaks up and bites you,
Yeah,
right? Because you
absolutely.
think you're getting one thing, but you're getting something else.
See, GamerMD, we on the same page. We on the same page.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. We on the same page.
Oh, sure. I mean, look, I'll be honest, right? Like, I think that the Sony move where they had a disc-less PS5 and it's the same internals all the way across minus the disk drive,
Smart.
that was really smart.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you had put an Xbox Series X that had no disk drive and dropped it $100, it would sell like hotcakes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
So, and let me throw this out there before I start getting some Xbox hate. You know, I think this is Microsoft has definitely learned some things. They're still learning, right? They're not the masters they think they are. They did get the hardware on the. I think the Series X is good hardware. I'm not gonna throw any shade at it, but I don't understand the Xbox Series S at all. And I know their sales are better than they've been, like especially compared to Xbox One generation, but they still aren't PlayStation sales. That's true. Those are facts.
I agree 100%. But that's to keep it pushing with the show. Shout out to Shuhei Yoshida doing an amazing job bringing these indies and highlighting these indies that are coming to PlayStation, because I'll be honest with you, like some of the indies that they do highlight, I'm intrigued with some of them, but some of them is like, I'll skip on this one. But the indies that they highlighted for this one, they highlighted 7 indies the other day, upcoming titles that's coming to PlayStation, and all of them look really good. All of them looks really, really good. So Shuhei put out this article saying that, I think, what day was this? This was on the 7th, where he says, hello, we got some fun morning planned with some updates of 7 indie titles currently developed for PlayStation 5 and 4. Get ready for new trailers, release dates, release date reveals, gameplay debuts, and more as we celebrate independent creators around the world. And they started us doing these updates, throughout the day, like every 15 minutes or whatnot. And the first one that they showcased here was a game called Sea of Stars. I know I heard of this game before, but it's been a long time since I heard of it. And then this highlighting this game again, I was like, oh yeah, I think I remember this game here. It looks really, really good, man. It's a pretty much a JRPG, or they're paying tribute to a JRPG. It's turn-based and everything, and it just looks really, really great. So those people that do love, they turn-based or they JRPG, I think they'll have a good time, looking at this game right here. So I'm just going to showcase it a little bit. What's your thoughts on Sea of Stars?
Sea of Stars is definitely up my alley. This is definitely a day one. When I saw the gameplay and I saw the combat, I'm like, yeah. And then like the sprite, sprite-based enemies and the world looking the way it looks really good. I like this. So I'm definitely going to support this and pick this up. This is a day one.
This kind of reminds me of like Secret of Mana and all those types of games, like from back in the day. So For me, you know, again, there's so many games. Like that's the thing, right? There's so many games that are coming out that are good. I think this is going to be a really, really tight little game. I hope that it's a fun, JRPG romp, and I'm kind of, like I said, getting some of the Secret of Mana, vibes, and I'm down for that. Like I'm excited about that game.
Yeah, this I'll be honest, this is an instant cop for me, man. I like the art style, I like the visuals, turn-based wise. I love these classic looks of RPG games, and they've been adding them very frequently on the PlayStation Store. Like I bought a lot of these like classic RPG games. Some of them I haven't even started yet, but yeah, Sea of Stars is definitely one down my alley that I'm gonna
You
be.
want to tell us, Bari?
Yeah, you must be playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. All them
Absolutely
Freudian
not.
slips.
Absolutely. Absolutely not. But yeah, that's the first game that was shown. The next game that they showed here was, this one's a little bit weird. It's called like Shim. Oh no, this is the Shadow one. This junk looks dope as hell, bro.
The Shadow game look cool.
This was looking dope as hell, man. So yeah, give us your thoughts on this one, Persona.
Yeah, I love when developers do make these unique style games like this. Like this is extremely, extremely unique, and I can appreciate developers that actually take chances on these types of games. When I saw this and saw the gameplay, I was like, yo, I could definitely see myself playing this and really like getting lost in it. And obviously, it's not like a high energy type game, but it's definitely one of those cool little explorative puzzle, some semi puzzle style games. I like what it is. I actually want to know the premise behind this. So
what was the name?
This is the one picked up. Shim.
How do you spell that? SH. Wait, say that again.
SCHIM.
Shim.
I haven't even heard of it. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, SCHIM.
Okay, yeah, where you're jumping from shadow to shadow. I got you. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that was the name of this game, but yeah, that definitely does look interesting.
Yeah, it looks cool, man. It looks cool as hell. Like I said, the indie games that they were showcasing here, I was like, yeah, I'll definitely play this. And it very innovative. Here. And we have the next game we have here is called Cult of Lamb.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, this is
I don't
coming
know
out
why.
August 11th.
I'm excited for this.
I think it's all the red you see.
Extremely. Yo, like this beat 'em up style, like comment, like the colors and what you got the lamb doing. I seen this and I'm like, yo, I actually can't wait to play this, man. This looks really, really good. This is a day one. I'm picking this up 100%.
Nah, it looks dope. The combat looks fast paced. The art style looks amazing as well. It reminds me of that game. What's it called? Binding of Isaac. Is it Binding of Isaac? Or
Binding of Isaac.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of that. You know what I mean? It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm with you on this one as well, man. This comes out August 11th, which looks pretty.
As long as the play control is tight.
Man. Yeah, it looks.
As long as the play
be tight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, man. It's too many games, man. Like it's too. Yo, August is already packed with Soul Hackers, Dust Divers, Roller Drome, now Cult of the Lamb. It's too much, bro.
Roller Drome, by the way, looks really, really frenetic. I mean, that has the potential to be an amazing game.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I just yeah, I am. It's like these games, the volume of titles coming out, like like I said, if you were to pick up everything that was put out, it's a full-time job.
Yo,
I mean, like seriously, like how do you like? I mean, obviously, it's like, okay, so for example, you look at all these titles that are coming up until God of War. It's like, when God of War drops, everything else is going to get pushed over to the side, right? Like I'm 100% with you on that. But it's like going up to God of War, you have so many titles that just like, there's big titles, there's small titles, there's in between titles, all different genres represented. I mean, I'm like, bro, it's like, it's like being at an all you can eat buffet at Las Vegas. It's like, you're just literally like, I can't eat the whole thing. I mean, it's like at some point I'm gonna be full. So
God damn it, I'll try though.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna try.
Yo,
no, I mean, we're gonna
they're not lying when they say that you eating good over here on PlayStation, man. There's a lot of games out here that they're bringing. Like August is going to be a crazy month for me as well, because SD Gundam Like I'm a big Gundam fan, so
Yeah.
I'm all on that, yo. Real talk.
I'm
But-
a pass on
Absolutely.
Gundam, but I get the hype.
Yeah, yo, SD Gundam, I love the Gundam. So the next game they have here is called Singless. And this is gonna be like, I think it's like a horror, like classic like survival horror game. It looks interesting, it looks pretty cool. I like the art style of it. But this is probably one of the ones that I was like a little bit, hesitant on. Like, nah, I'm gonna probably skip on this one. But it reminded me like an old school like PS1 here. Another game that I'm excited for, because this game, they actually relaunching this game, is the Tomorrow Children. So this was like PlayStation's like version of like Minecraft, but that's like super like graphical detail and ray tracing and lighting and all that stuff was in this game. I'll be honest with you, when this game first came out, it was a little bit bland as far as what you can do other than like mining and building and all that stuff. It wasn't that much you can really do, but here they're saying that they're relaunching it, calling it the Phoenix Edition. And if you haven't played the Tomorrow Children, pretty much just look at it as like a Minecraft like type clone type game, but the super visualized and stuff like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it didn't really hold me for a long time, to be honest.
I never played Tomorrow Children. When I first seen the gameplay, it didn't appeal to me, so I passed on it. Looking at the gameplay again, it's most likely still gonna be a pass. I'm good.
Yeah, like I can see people pass on it, but they added some new gameplay mechanics. Like they added the whole grappling hook that I'm showing here, which before you couldn't really do all that stuff. It was very like basic, you know what I mean? But I'm just happy that this game is actually getting another try, another go. So hopefully it appeals to people that love those building worlds and all that stuff. So you have something different other than Minecraft or whatever building up. Have options here on the PlayStation.
What's your thoughts, GamerMD?
Yeah, give us your thoughts on that.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's like some of these titles I'm actually having to look up while we're talking. That particular game, I don't even remember it the first time it came out. So
it came out super early on PlayStation
obviously,
4.
Yeah, I must have missed it, way back when. So yeah, I again, we have such a huge volume of titles that are coming out. There's no way. It's like trying to take a drink out of a fire hydrant. That's not a game that's on my radar. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah. And real quick, shout out to Rob Gaming TV, man, joining the WUPS Nation. Yo, Rob Gaming TV, we appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. And then Unicron, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, haven't heard anything so far, been working, just supporting you younglings. And yes, I will be buying God of War on the 15th of July. I'll listen to the show later. Peace out and stay gaming.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Unicron, man. Cool guy.
Glad he called us younglings, like my man. This ain't Star Wars. Younglings.
Unicron is Anakin out here, man. Yeah.
Yo, man, crazy. We got boy.
Yo, next game we have is Cursed to Golf, which is coming out in August as well for PS5 and PS4. And this one looks pretty cool, man. It's like a chibi type, golf RPG type game. It looks pretty cool, man. I like little games like this, man. I would be honest with you, yo. I like little joints like this. This looked like it'll come out on the Switch as well. I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna come out on the Switch.
Yeah, I can see this as a Switch.
Let's give you a little look on the game real quick. But yeah, you can find all the links to all of these games here on the PlayStation blog. Like at the article with all the links up here. And then the last game we have here, this was announced like a long time ago or like last year, Inscription. This is finally coming out, which is gonna be it's a roguelike type game.
Yes, that it's a card-based roguelike game, and I'm actually hyped for that game. That looks sick as shit, bro. I mean, seriously. Who is it? Devolver Digital that made it? Is that right?
Devolver?
It might be.
Devolver is probably like publishing it.
Publishing
No,
it? Hold on,
it's Mullins Games.
okay.
Devolver might be publishing it, but the name of the studio is called Mullins Games.
Yeah.
And is it a PS5 exclusive? It seems like
It's saying here that it's got some exclusivity with PlayStation.
Yeah, and Devolver
Card-based
Digital's
roguelike comes to
publisher.
PlayStation with exclusive features.
Yeah. Yeah, Devolver's publishing. Daniel Mullins is Games is the company that's making it, and I don't think this is for everybody, but it's definitely like, you just watch the trailer. I mean, you're gonna be like, what? So yeah, there's a lot of dying and coming back and dying and coming back. So it's definitely got the roguelike stuff for sure.
It definitely got that creepy look on it.
Yeah, it's a Halloween game. That's the type of. Do you guys ever do that? Like, kind of put games in like seasons. It's like, Mario is like a Christmas game. It's like, Resident Evil is a Halloween game. That I when I was a kid, that because it's like if you think about when you were buying titles, right? And so it's like a lot of games get associated with like the genre gets associated with a certain holiday, and this is definitely a Halloween game.
Yep. Oh, just want to let you guys know as well. These are the quick last two announcements or last little news drops here. We already spoke about like Valkyrie Elysium, and that game getting its release date coming out in September. And yeah, it looks amazing. If you guys haven't checked out the trailer yet, definitely go and check it out. Where if I just want a lot of people to get into the Valkyrie series. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun here with the game. I like the action gameplay that they took with the game, because they didn't really leave out any of like the core mechanics of like a Valkyrie game, but it does change the battle style a little bit, whereas there's more action. But it looks fun, it looks dope, it looks very smooth. And I'm very excited for this game, man. So hopefully you guys check it out, pre-order. And plus you get Valkyrie Profile Lilith if you get the digital deluxe edition, which that game you can also purchase it separately if you're not planning to get the digital deluxe later on in the PlayStation Store. That's a cool little thing. Old school games or these older games.
I agree.
But yeah, I'm not going to show the full trailer here. You guys probably seen this already. But just want to let you guys know that
the trailer does look good, man. The story has me intrigued, and the combat looks great. Like I'm all over this. I'm all over this when it launches. I'm gonna be honest, especially now that Forspoken is not coming out on the 11th. I can definitely dedicate the time to really burn through this and get the platinum and whatnot.
Yo, so September 29th, man. Valkyrie Elysium, guys, are in there like swimwear. But last little announcement real quick before we get into the topics. PSO. It's finally making its Western release on PlayStation August 31st. So if you guys want to play PSO Phantasy Star Online 2, you on PlayStation, you pretty much had to play it with a Japanese account, because it only officially launched there in Japan. Where now over here in the West, it is finally getting its official release date and official release August 31st, man. So this is pretty good. I know PSO is a very popular online game, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, where they didn't have to create a Japanese account and read everything in Japanese and all that stuff. They can finally play it here, in English and all that stuff, man. Anybody excited for this? Are you guys excited for the Persona Gamer?
I mean,
I'm gonna try it out, but like I said, there's too many other games coming out that I'm gonna be focusing on. I'm not gonna be able to devote enough time to this, but I will put it on my list and have it in my library and check it out at some point.
Yeah, I'm with Persona on that. I'm not like super like stoked about it, but I'm glad that it's there, because I know there's some people who really wanted to play this game, so good for them. Guys, unfortunately, I got to bow out. I appreciate you guys so much for letting me be on the show. Had a fantastic time. You guys are definitely two of the best dudes in the gaming streets. I hope that you guys have continued success and continue to grow your platform. And folks don't know it, they need to like and subscribe and follow, because you guys are just, amazing. I'm happy to call you my friends, and I look forward to kicking it with you guys again. So thank you guys so much for letting me come on board.
No doubt,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely, man. We appreciate you coming through.
Let the people know your Twitter handle so they can follow you and check you
out.
out.
If you look up GamerMD, or if you just look up Alexander Tyler at Alexander Tyler, ALEXANDERTYLER, you can easily find me on Twitter, and I'm in the Twitter Spaces frequently, especially with these two guys. So yeah, come on board, and we'll definitely talk some games.
Facts.
I have it in the chat for follow. Really knowledgeable guy. Also, a great guy in general, the community, man. definitely hit him up. Definitely follow him. And yeah, he also does, podcasting as well on Twitter. You know what I mean? Using the Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, we're we're still playing around with that. And when we're off mic at some point in the future, I'm probably going to be hitting you guys up for some advice on some things. But yeah, I mean, at some point in the future, we'll have a real podcast. But we've been doing kind of like the Twitter Spaces podcast, so a little bit different, not as structured of a format as what you guys have, but that's where we're at.
No doubt.
No problem, gaming man. We appreciate you. And yeah,
All right, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you.
All right,
bless my man gaming with some trophies.
We're gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
You guys
Yes,
be good.
sir.
All right, bye.
Yep. And if you guys made it this far in the show, you get some trophies too, man. You know what I mean? It's been a long time. It hasn't been a long time. It's been a week. It felt like a long time, Persona, but you know what I mean?
Like a long time, but it's really only been a week. But listen, a week is like an eternity when there's no WUPS on Saturdays.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Feel
sir.
me? It's like an eternity.
Yes,
Bari,
sir.
you know what news you forgot too? We didn't talk about Sucka Punch saying no.
Yeah.
That's big, bro. I want to give my thoughts on that.
Oh yeah, yo, I don't know how I skipped that because that was like one of the main things I want to talk about too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that was
guys,
last week.
We missed a week, so we're gonna go a little longer today, guys. All right, we missed a week, so rock out with us, man. Rock out with us. Go ahead, Bari.
Yeah, so pretty much Sucka Punch had a little update going on as far as like development and what they're gonna be creating in the future. And I don't know what sparked them updating everyone about this. Maybe because there was rumors going around.
So there was I forgot who podcast it was. I think it might have been Kind of Funny or Jeff Grubb podcast. One of these bigger podcasts out there.
Oh, what it was saying like Slide it was creating, right?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, and then remember there was a lot of rumors that would be floating around as well from like some of these insiders that were saying that, oh well, there's gonna be another Slide coming. Oh, there's another Infamous. There's gonna be a remake. All this other stuff, right? So, Sucka Punch took it upon themselves to really, update everybody on what it was that they were going to be working on, and really shut down the rumors or shut down any type of speculation or hopes that there was going to be an Infamous collection or whatever remake or a Sly Cooper new game or remake, not being made by them or anybody else. So, the IP is not under somebody else and it's being made. They shut all that down. It's like they've moved on. We can officially consider these IPs dormant for the time being.
But yeah, that's the highlight, the main focus as far as what they're updating with everybody with. They're saying here with our focus on our current project, which I'm pretty sure is probably like Ghost of Tsushima 2 or something. We can safely assume that, or am I off base on that? We have no plans to revisit Infamous or Sly Cooper right now. Dante Martin, appreciate you subscribing. Right now, pretty much the saying, and no other studio is currently working on the projects related to those franchises either. These characters are very special and near and dear to our hearts. So while we never say never to reopen those doors down the road, for now, there is no Infamous or Sly Cooper games in development. I like them being transparent as far as letting them know that these two series are not being worked on by us or nobody else. Because if they would have probably just said by us, they'd be like, oh, but this private studio was doing this or this studio was doing that. I'm glad that they shut it down on both standpoints. But I will say this though. When I saw this news, I was a little disappointed. I understand.
I was a lot.
I understand. I mean, real talk. We understand. Like, yo.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You're working on your current project. You're gonna fully focus on that, which is probably fleshing out Ghost of Tsushima. That franchise, that game has been amazing. I want more of that. But I'll be lying to y'all and say that I'm not disappointed when I saw there was no Infamous being revisited right now. I love the hell out of Infamous series. I love that franchise. Sly Cooper, I've been here and there with that franchise. You know what I mean? I play them off and on, but I'm not like a dedicated Sly Cooper fan. But Infamous, I'm a huge fan of Infamous. So like hearing that, I was like, okay. But then I was like, you know what? I understand the movement. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I want another Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean? Like I right now where I stand, because Ghost of Tsushima is more recent, I would want to see a Ghost of Tsushima 2 before Infamous, 4 or whatever they're gonna call it. You know what I mean? That's just me on where I stand.
Listen, man, this shit hurts. Like, I listen. I'm not gonna lie, man. People try to, oh, this is great for gamers,
But this is great for gamers.
So I'm gonna be honest. Not so much Sly Cooper, right? Like Sly Cooper, it's kind of a take it or leave it type of thing for me too. I'm more so talking about Infamous, man. When I was first introduced in the Infamous series back on PlayStation 3 with the first game, I was immediately hooked. I enjoyed every minute with this game. Playing the second game, enjoyed every minute of it. Playing Second Son and playing the First Light DLC, I enjoyed every single minute of those games. I really want a remake of the first two games. Now, obviously, Second Son, all right, look, it's new enough to where it's like, like fine. I'm more so talking about Infamous 1 and 2. I so badly want a remake of those two games because I just know those games personally would sell like hotcakes for the longtime PlayStation fans that really want those games back. And to see those on like the PS5 and like the nice buttery smooth graphics and super updated graphics and gameplay and everything, bro. I want that for Infamous, man. I really, really do. But even if you're not gonna do that, at least give us a 4K 60 patch update. Like update it, at least do a nice quick little remaster with some tighter controls and stuff like that.
Especially Second Son.
Studio do that.
Second Son, I feel like needs like a PS5 update. I would love that.
Yeah.
For Second Son.
So for Infamous 1 and 2, I'm quite sad that they're not revisiting that. But also on the other side of that, I get it, man. As developers, they don't want to be kind of like how with actors, they don't want to be typecast, so they don't do certain roles too much, right? So I understand developers not want to be tied down to games that were making 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? And Ghost of Tsushima is like, I'm not going to sit here and say that what Sucker Punch has transitioned to is not good. Ghost of Tsushima is phenomenal, right? And that was definitely a step up for them, right? I think that definitely thrusted them into like elite territory because Ghost of Tsushima was such a beautiful game, such a great story, such a great world. And even with Legends and what they did with that was so unique, so well done, and created so well. I can understand them wanting to focus on new and building new franchises. And I'm hyped for Ghost of Tsushima too. But I do hope at some point in the future, at least with Infamous, they'd be like, you know what? Let's get them that Infamous 1 and 2 remake real quick. Let's pump that out real quick.
Oh hell yeah, man! Yo, I remember when I first played Infamous, like the first game, bruh. That story, like, man, PlayStation, they just in a different ballpark. Yo, that story was so mind blowing, bruh.
Yo,
the gameplay was amazing.
When you found out that you was fighting yourself at the end,
bruh,
trying to stop the explosion and all, I'm like, bruh. When I
like,
first played that the first time, I was like, what?
Yep.
Yo, that shit
and
blew
then Infamous
my mind,
2 game. Yo, I remember Infamous 2 gameplay. I used to just like, I wasn't even going to like missions, bro, because I was just like going around the city and just traversing, destroying shit or saving people.
And the updates they did with the powers and stuff like that in Infamous 2, I loved what they did.
And then you had to play both sides. You had to play the good and you had to play the evil because the evil side had some crazy joints, bro.
Yes, sir. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Evil side was definitely a lot better than the good side. With both Infamous games, in my opinion, when it came to the moves and stuff, you was definitely doing
it looked cooler, but the good side it was just like damage, boy. The damage, it was like it was just a blast. But the evil side, it was like a electric storm and all that shit coming down. It was crazy. They also said here, good news. What they're saying here though is that they're saying that we're working on putting the Cold Legacy DLC from Infamous Second Son into the PlayStation collection because Infamous Second Son is in the collection. But that DLC wasn't that good to me. It was just like a couple of missions that you could do. You can get the whole Cold Jacket, I think. Oh no, you came with a Cold Jacket pre-order when you pre-order the game. It was like some light little missions that you can do, just to remind you, like, oh, Cole, was doing some shit in Seattle or whatnot. Well, he wasn't doing it, but let's give you a reminder of what was done in the past of the game.
Yeah.
But let's get into this. Let's get into this. The topics, Persona, man. 'Cause we got some interesting topics here, And big shout out to everyone here that you know, is still a part of the show watching with us. We appreciate you guys you know, just welcoming us back to What's Up PlayStation every Saturday 11 a.m. Eastern time. You know, we took that week off. But yeah, we're gonna get into this topic, man, because some interesting stuff happened when we was away. And I definitely want to share my thoughts on some of this shit because I think it's weird. So my first question, Persona's asking, is PlayStation turning a cold shoulder on yearly gaming events? Because we got an announcement, you know, in the past 2 weeks that they won't be at Gamescom. And just last week, we got the announcement that they're going to be partially there at TGS, Tokyo Game Show. And we're seeing no E3s. We're just seeing that, you know, when it comes to these, you know, PAX events and stuff like that, we're seeing that PlayStation is not really showing up to these events. Are they turning a cold shoulder on these yearly gaming events? And are you okay with it? Uh-oh.
So, Mr. J. Bari.
I know what's coming.
Mr. J. Bari, I'm glad you asked this question. You know, I asked Persona if I could speak and give my thoughts on this because I also think, I agree. You know, I think this is a very good question to ask, right? Because, you know, and I think it takes a gaming politician like myself that is a voice of the people to give you the proper answer.
Oh my goodness, man!
You
love this question, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because this is the problem with PlayStation.
This ain't bad faith though to you. Every other question is a bad faith, but this one's not.
No, this is a great question.
Gotcha. For the people.
For the people. Because this is why I continuously tell you, Mr. J. Bari, and to the What's Up PlayStation chat, this is why I continuously tell you all that PlayStation doesn't care about its fans.
Oh,
it doesn't care.
God.
You understand? They did the $70 games, which is anti-consumer, and now they have pulled back on game reviews, on gaming shows, because they don't care. They don't truly care about the fans, Mr. J. Bari. And this is why we have to speak up with our wallets and speak up as a community and let PlayStation know that it is very anti-consumer the way they are treating us. We're not getting the quality. The quality from PlayStation like we used to back then.
What's the last PlayStation game you played? What's the last PlayStation game you played?
That's a bad faith question.
Yo, mute this man's mic, please. Where is Persona? You can't answer no questions. How are you a politician and you can't answer no questions? Every question is bad faith to you, brother.
Because, Mr. J. Bari, it's not a question that you're asking in good faith to further.
So how this question that I'm asking to Persona is in good faith because you can slander PlayStation?
Because PlayStation, you know why? Because when I read the question, I knew that this was a question that required a political answer. Because you and Persona were not going to give an honest answer to the people.
You ain't give an honest answer to people. You talking about quality. We talking about events, brother.
Mr. J. Bari, come on, Mr. J. Bari. I am doing this for your audience, okay? The audience needs to hear the truth, not your version.
You didn't even answer the question.
They need to hear the definitive truth. Hold on, Persona, I'm not done. I want to speak to the people. So this is why I
think... Yeah, Persona, get the mic.
Game Pass is the
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure. I had to go to the bathroom real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I had to run in the bathroom real quick. I don't know.
Yo, you use the bathroom every time a topic comes up, brother.
I know.
We gotta get them boils checked out.
I know, man. I don't know why it's like every time the topics roll around, you know, I just got run a restroom real quick. You feel me? And he just sneak on the mic, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know.
He hears you. He hears your footsteps, man.
He hears it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sorry, chat, man. You know,
you gotta treat that. You gotta treat that man like Golem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's Golem. He's Smeagol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants the mic. The mic is his precious. He wants the precious.
Want my precious. Yo, oh my god. Nah, but on a serious note though, I this is an interesting question because I feel like because we've gotten quite a few state of plays this year. I think we've gotten maybe 4 or 5 state of plays because we got a dedicated state of play for GT7, and then we got the Japan state of play, and then over the summer we got the Summer Game Fest state of play, and so there have been shows, small, yes, smaller, but smaller shows throughout the year. But in terms of the bigger, like more E3-esque or Gamescom style shows, I personally think the reason why they won't be at Gamescom and their presence at Tokyo Game Show is going to be limited is because they're going to be doing a big dedicated showcase in September like they did last year, right? Gamescom is at the end of August, and normally their shows or showcases towards like the first or second week of September. So I think that's why they're skipping out, and they kind of just want to have all eyes on them, man. Honestly, I think they don't want to share the stage with anybody else anymore. Now, do I agree with it? I mean, we still getting games. We still getting game news. I mean, look at this week. We got a blog post and a video of the collector's edition unboxing and the God of War release date, and it broke the internet. So I can't say if them skipping out on these bigger shows is good or bad, because from where I'm sitting, I don't see a problem as of right now.
I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly on that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad or upset of what they're doing when it comes to these shows and the state of plays and all that stuff. But I just feel that, especially like, going into these events and these physical events, it's just a different vibe that you get when you are at these events. And PlayStation having a presence there builds a rapport when it comes to gamers that take the time and the money to invest just to see what is going on their platform. I think it's a very strong, it's a strong showcase for PlayStation. They know that Tokyo Game Show being there at the show floor is a great thing for them. You know what I mean? And I always going to take the stance where if your competition is there, you should be there. I'm always going to take that stance. If you are competing, with these other platforms and they are there at these showcase events and they are getting all the limelight, they are getting all the play, all the news and all that stuff is going to be built around them. It's like, oh, I was playing this game on the Switch. Oh, I was playing this game on Xbox. Oh, I was playing this game on the Steam Deck or this and that. And PlayStation not in any of that. I think that will affect them. It might not be affecting them now because they're very popular and the games that are coming out are great, but it's going to catch up. You need to be where your competition is at. Digital events is cool, but digital events is not the end all be all, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? It is not, man. It is nothing like interacting with your fans. It is nothing like just having that physical interaction of, okay, I can play this demo of this game rather than just seeing it digitally and waiting until whenever when the game come out.
But that's my thing though too. Like, I agree with you there. Like, there's nothing like interacting with your fans and things like that. But if it came to that, I would want PlayStation experience over anything else.
Yeah. I'm with yo, bro. PSX. I'm 100% with you on that as well. I'm 100% with you with that. But I just like when I saw the whole not being at Gamescom, regardless of how you feel about Gamescom, it's the biggest gaming event. Yes, COVID has changed a lot of that stuff because things happen. Not everybody's gonna come out there or feel comfortable to come out there and interact with people that they possibly can get sick. But it's still a big event, and you not having, I'm not even saying that you have to have a showcase. I'm not saying that you have to have like a event or like a showcase, but you're not even going to be there on the show floor. You're not going to have no demos up where people can play these great indies that you announce, these great games that you have there, where that conversation can get built up. Guys, I was playing this. Look what happened with the Jeff Keighley show and with Street Fighter 6. People that don't even play fighting games is talking about Street Fighter 6 and displaying and sharing information. That is building a proper rapport with us gamers in general about Street Fighter 6. When Street Fighter 6 got announced and shown at Jeff Keighley joint, and they had that show floor and people was playing it, there was so much talks about Street Fighter 6. Those talks are not going to be there, not being at those showcases.
But guess what console they were playing Street Fighter 5 on? PS5s.
But that's
So
that
PlayStation is
furthers
always
my point.
there,
That
even if they're
furthers my
not
point, though.
there. But
No,
that's what
they're
I'm
not.
saying.
They're not
PlayStation is
there.
always there, even if they're not there, because for a lot of these games that are being shown, PlayStation has marketing deals or whatnot with these games, and the consoles that are playing these games are being demoed on is a PS5.
No, yeah, I get your point. I get your point on that because it does make a lot of sense. But I'm just saying that, yo, you PlayStation yourself can be there as well with your that those games being demoed on there. Not just that's a third party thing. I get that, but there's a lot of games like that's being announced now, like the 7 indie games that's being announced or whatnot. You can have a show floor or whatnot set up there. And I know this stuff takes money and all that stuff, you know, but I'm just looking at it as a fan perspective. It's like, yo, why are you not showing up at these events? Like, you don't have to have a show, you know what I mean? But you could be there at the show floor. They're not even being there at the show floor.
But be there. So my question is, be there with what? Like,
with games to play. Have people there that represent PlayStation talking to fans.
So you want like represented? Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. Right. So you want like people on the show floor, like represented, like kind of like how PSX was. We had like cute ladies that was on the floor with the PS shirt.
Bro,
like, hey,
I'm
wanna
telling
come
you,
on, play
bro,
this
it
game?
is different. It is a different experience when you have that there, because now people are going out there with a great PlayStation experience. Oh, I talked to, yo, guess what? I spoke to a PlayStation rep. This person was pretty cool. They don't know if this person, you know, is heavy and rich with PlayStation, but they have that PlayStation tag on them, and they're gonna, word of mouth is gonna spread and spread. Yeah, PlayStation is this and that. But when you start not showing up, it looks like you're giving a cold shoulder to gamers. You're too good. You're too good to be at these shows. That's what it looked like. That's what the impressions that I'm getting when it comes to that. I'm pretty sure it's not that, but that's what people's gonna think. You know what I mean?
It comes off as
But
shout out to DC with the super chat. He says, "I see what Bari means. Sony is kind of taking a silent leader position and letting the game/partners do the talking for them. With a Sony presence, they could be making a bigger impact than even now."
Absolutely.
True.
It's crazy in how like these, like I went to Heat Wave yesterday. That had nothing really to do with PlayStation, nothing. But every station was a PS5. You know what I mean? I know PlayStation not really representative there, but this is indicative of what I'm trying to the picture I'm trying to paint here is that people that don't have PlayStation 5 getting the impression of a PlayStation 5. And when I'm saying this, I know this is a third-party games and fighting games I'm dealing with, but put this in the PlayStation perspective, that now people have like a great impression with a PS5. But imagine if that was to be one of these shows like Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show with your exclusive game. You know what I mean? People, not only will people have get the impression of the PlayStation 5, but a PlayStation 5 game. And there's going to be more talks going to be, you know, being taken from there. But you're not even at these events for these talks to be happening. All we getting is these digital events, which I understand it. I understand it perfectly fine. But it's just weird to me now with the world open up a little bit more and more and more, you're going to see, I see stuff like, oh, not going to be at Gamescom, not going to be at Tokyo Game Show. Like, they're going to be there, but they're going to be sparsely there. And that's your region. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell is going on over here, man? It's just a weird look to me, in my personal opinion. But I do understand other people's perspective though.
But and that's the thing. Like when you explain it that way, I do get it and understand, because I would love for PlayStation Experience to be back, because PlayStation Experience allowed like fans like us, because you know we've gone to most of them, right? And you know that allowed us to kind of, you know, us going to PlayStation Experience is what got us the interview with Sean. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that interpersonal connection,
exactly, bro,
and whatnot, that stuff I do think matters so much, right? Because it's like I can pull Sean Lane into the side and be like, "Yo, Sean, I love what y'all doing." Like, 'cause that's how accessible they were. Like, one thing about PSX, right? And I won't spend too long on this, but one of the things that I love so much about PSX is, Yeah, I talked to Andrew House, I talked to Sean Layden, I talked to Scott Rode, I talked to Herman Hulst, I talked to Shuhei. Like, just they were just walking around, just like these are executives that run the company. Like these are the tippy top. And I'm pulling Sean Layden to the side during the No Man's Sky interview. We took a couple pictures, and we were having a conversation about PlayStation, about how much fun we were having at the PlayStation experience and what games we were expecting. Just this is the person that runs the company. You get what I'm saying? That's why I love PlayStation experience. So if it's something to that level, I absolutely want that back. Absolutely 100%. Like if they announce like, yo, PlayStation experience happened in 2023 December, I'm buying my tickets now. I'm there day one.
Yeah, man.
The whole weekend. I agree.
It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe than just a digital event, which I love the digital events and the digital showcases and all that stuff. But when there's specific shows, I'm always going to have that stance, man. If your competition there, you need to be in the mind share as well. You know what I mean? You can't have your competition having a whole week of them talking about this platform rather than your own when you're competing in the same business. You know what I mean? That's just my mindset. But to lead into the second question before we wrap up and get up out of here, because it kind of intertwines with each other. This is something that's been on my mind for a very long time. Like, you know what I mean? I always been thinking about this. I'm like, damn, you know, I know a lot of people use this as far as their console war, or they use it as their trolling. But it would be nice to see this happen, you know, more consistently or more frequently. So I'm asking you, Persona, would you like to see PlayStation representatives support PlayStation content creators more? You know what I mean? Because when I look around PlayStation and I see a lot of dope PlayStation content creators, or you know, we even talk about ourselves, we don't really see them communicating with us like that. You know what I mean? Like we try our best to, you know, hey, you know, we're doing a PlayStation podcast here. It would be cool, you know, if you can drop by, or cool if we do an interview, and we don't get no response at all. It's just like, once again, this cold shoulder, like, yo, we don't want to deal with you. So I just want to ask you, like, would you like to see that a little bit more, or is that too much to ask, or are we getting too entitled? I don't know.
Can I be honest? Can I be like extremely honest?
Yeah.
You know, this. I'm gonna use us. I'm gonna use you and I, right? Because I think you and I is the perfect example. So, you know, we've known each other for 10 plus years. You know, we've done the console war debates and all this other stuff. But one of the things that's always remained true, and we've always remained true to, is our love for gaming, right? Yes, we love PlayStation. We prefer PlayStation. We will happily say that and sing it to the high heavens. But when it comes to gaming, you know, you'll play something on PC. I'll play something on Switch or on Xbox or wherever. Like we'll go like I hate to use this phrase because I always shit on this phrase, but we legit would go where the games are, right? But I think that there is certain people that are in some of these people's ears that think of us as only a console war or fanboy type of thing.
I agree with that.
When it really is not the case. You know, because even the things that I speak about when it comes to Xbox, yeah, we'll crack jokes here and there and whatnot, but and I mean this in all sincerity, and I know coming from you, knowing you for a long time, I know for you as well, is we truly want to see gaming as a whole succeed, and that means Xbox included. So anytime I'm being critical of something that the competition is doing or something like that, know that it comes from a place of me truly caring, like wholeheartedly. But I think the way the industry is, right? And I'm not talking about PlayStation executives, but I think it's the people around them that may have more access to them. They frown upon how we are because we're too blunt, we're too forward, we're too raw. And I think for certain people, they don't want to be exposed to that stuff. So I think when it comes to getting more of uh, more of like the executives like Shuhei and Herman Holst and whatnot on, and don't get it twisted. These people are very busy, right? So I know it's a lot of hoops and stuff like that you got to go through, and I'm sure in time, you know, the recognition will come in that regard. But I just think that how we are, certain people or a lot of people, um, don't gel with it. Can't gel with that because we're too raw, or too forward, or too blunt.
Yeah,
And I
like
think those people that are in their ear, it's like, nah, you don't want to go in there because it's nothing but negativity or nothing but console war stuff, which is not
we're
the
not
case.
PC. We're not PC. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
we're not very
If we
PC.
disagree with something, we're not going to be like, oh, like the passive aggressive type. We're going to let you know,
Yeah,
like, we don't like this.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But
yeah. And
um,
and I think that's what kind of pushing the way it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with that. I think just me and you personally, in a lot of people's minds, we have this reputation of, oh, we're PlayStation fanboys and we're toxic and this and that and this and that, from people, and majority of that stuff come from people that don't even watch our content or even like support what we do, or even, yeah, like I said, don't watch the content, don't listen to it at all. It's just this baseless assumption because they probably see like a tweet off a joke or something like that. But I just find it a little disheartening sometimes, which just being honest, is just like, not necessarily that it's not mandatory, but I'm from New York, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm the type of dude who's like, I just want a response. You know what I mean? Like it could be no, it could be no. I wouldn't get mad at a no, but that's nothing at all. It's like a cold shot. I look at it as like mad disrespectful. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, like PlayStation is a brand that I love. The representatives I think are all great. It will be amazing to see some of these representatives of PlayStation on the show, just to talk to fans like us. That's deep rooted within PlayStation. We're not just talking about PlayStation because it's a popular thing to do, or we just found the love of PlayStation and we gotta share it.
Started playing PlayStation on PS4, like nah.
Like we've been there
like
playing
we've been
it day one
since PS1.
Yeah, we see the transitions, we see the changes, we see the games that's coming out. It'll be definitely cool just to see that support sometimes from there. I understand we're small, and it's not just even PlayStation representatives. It could be PlayStation people that within the community as well. There's many people that we try to reach out to email wise or DMs, and you just no response at all. I mean, not even a courtesy of like, hey, no, sorry, can't be a part of it, blah blah. But I just think it's something that
it's funny. I won't tell you their name. I mean, Bari, because I showed you the other day. But I reached out to somebody the other day to be because I've been thinking about starting back up the Win Persona interviews, and I thought this person would be a great person to have on the show to have a conversation, right? Because one of the things I do believe in is being able to have conversations with people you disagree with. Because one, I think it makes for a better conversation, but two, if you can have a respectful conversation with people that you may disagree with or have different viewpoints about a subject or something, and still be able to walk away respectfully, um, I think that's big. And I listen, as some people like to paint me as this like mean person, and I always say I am. When it comes to actually having conversations with people, like especially productive conversations, it's always going to be respect, regardless if I agree or disagree or not, right? And the person said, nah, I'm gonna pass on that. And I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for getting back to
at
me.
least the person gave a response.
Yeah,
I respect that much more than just the cold shoulder kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. I do, and and that's why I appreciate that person was able to at least be like, nah, I don't want to be on your show.
Yeah,
Okay,
I respect
cool.
that.
Like I mean, listen, I'm an adult. I can take no. I can take rejection. You feel me? And if other people felt that way as well, I would appreciate if they would just be like, nah, we don't want to be on there, at least not right now, or you don't have enough subs or enough tracks, whatever it is. I would love to know at least.
Yeah, you can tell that there is a cold shoulder going on, especially when it comes to this podcast. That's even when it comes to this news outlets. You know what I mean? When it came to Sean Layden and stuff, you know, shout out to Sean Layden that came through. You know, I seen Sean in the chat as well sometimes. You know, just typing or interacting. You can just tell, like, yo, a lot of people didn't like that. You know what I mean? I seen podcasts and news articles talk about smaller things and fanboys, console war stuff. You know, with something like that, you know, haven't heard from Sean in like what, like a year and a half or two or something like that.
2 years. It was 2 years.
And
We were his
just
first interview in 2 years.
yeah, and just seeing him come back within, you know, the gaming community and talk to gamers, you would think gaming publications or gaming podcasts would like, or especially PlayStation specific ones, would be like, oh yeah, this was pretty cool, man. You know, just hearing from Sean and hearing some of the stuff that, you know, he was doing in the past, or that's his ideals on things. But yo, people ignored that. They was like, nah, we ain't talking about that. Not with this less than 2K podcast. Subscriber podcast. So I know there's a cold shoulder going on, but I personally would just love to see more PlayStation representatives support PlayStation content creators much more. It does go a long way, man. It really does go a long way, especially in the day and age that we are living in, where social media is prevalent. It builds a great rapport within, you know, something that you're focused on, or you know, your PlayStation centric podcast, and you see a PlayStation representative in there, yeah, people, that builds a good rapport. And we definitely want to do a great thing when it comes to the community with this podcast. You know what I mean?
Maybe if we were on camera with our gaming collections in our background, you know, we would.
I mean, the camp stuff is coming soon. You know,
it's coming. You know, y'all get to look at my UGG mug for 2.5 hours. So you know, get ready.
That stuff is coming. I just want to. I'm a type of person that when I do something, I want to do 100%. So I want to make sure I have a nice setup or a nice camera. You know what I mean?
Where I don't want shit to be blurry, and I want my setup to be proper and have the green screen and everything. Like I don't like the half-ass things, man. That's why like I don't jump. Especially like with certain news things.
We got a cam many times before, man, but I just don't like the look of.
I like my stuff to be proper, man. Like I'm gonna keep it a stack. That's why like even with certain things with news, I don't jump to do it right away, because I like to see how things play out in the community as well, you know, or get the full story. So, and that's how it is even with this. So when we do get on cam, it's gonna be, you know, a new setup in terms of like the overlays, right? It's just gonna be clean. It's gonna be proper, you know. That stuff takes time, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. But yeah, Persona, that's pretty much the two topics, man. You know what I mean? We had to speak from the heart a little bit.
Yes, sir. Speaking of which, you got to speak from the heart tomorrow. Ooh.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do a speak from the heart. It's been a minute. It's been like a month and a half. But I gotta get these jokes. I gotta get these jokes off.
Absolutely. I got mine off yesterday.
There is gonna be a roasting session tomorrow.
Absolutely. Man. Absolutely.
But yeah, Persona, man, thank you guys for supporting What's Up PlayStation Podcast. You made it this far past the topics. You already know the vibes. Let's get the platinum trophies in the chat. Yes, sir. Give you two because that's a PlayStation 4 platinum and a PlayStation 5 platinum. You know, you get 2 platinums. So yeah, we appreciate all you guys and wonderful ladies that come through and support What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Yeah, 90 episodes in.
90, yo, they got 90 plats, bro. Yo, y'all out here gaming with the 90 platinums. Ooh, that's what's up, man.
But yeah, Persona, give us your outro, man. Or you got something to say? You got something to say?
No. I was actually about to go into the outro. I was about to transition, so that's perfect.
Let me give you a platinum.
Yo, listen, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, man. Shout out to y'all that rocked out with us today, man. We do appreciate y'all always, man, coming through, rocking out with me and Bari every Saturday. Big shout out to GamerMD for coming through as well, and giving his thoughts, man. It was really good to have some conversations with him. Shout out to the new members on the channel. You know, shout out to WUPS Nation. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to the people that come through every week and just listen. Listen, man, we appreciate all of you. And me, man, I'm Gaming with Persona. You can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gaming with Persona. It's a little bit more raw over there. You know, lots of jokes, you know, lots of gaming and whatnot. I think I am going to stream some DNF Duel today. I think so. I think. Well, let me see. I see how I feel, man. I'll see. But you know, when Persona Speaks obviously will be Monday. Don't miss that. And you know, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show.
Sir, man. Yes, sir. 90 episodes in. It's been a great journey so far. Looking forward to 90 plus more.
Absolutely.
When it comes to WUPS.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, man. I'm gonna give my outro, man. Appreciate it once again, guys. We got some new subscribers. You know, if you guys enjoyed the show, hit the like button. We appreciate that. If you guys enjoy a lot, go and hit that join button, man. Yo, also YouTube is enabling a lot of features now, like Twitch.
Yo,
where
they did, bro.
I see this pop up right now on my screen where it's saying that I can run an ad on this stream right here. I haven't pressed it. I haven't touched none of it because I'm like, nah.
They also got gift memberships. Mr.
Oh, yeah.
guy gifted 5 memberships on my channel and chose like people in the chat to make the member. I'm like, what? Yo,
Yeah,
that's dope
it
as
was
fuck,
choosing
bro.
randomly. Yeah, they had that running for a minute, but it's trickling out to, you know, more channels now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope. I think that's a dope thing.
Yeah, I think that's great.
For YouTube, because you can grow your audience. You don't have to have like 2 different separate, you know, streaming services to grow an audience. And it's about time they caught up with that stuff. But yeah, guys, tomorrow
YouTube is the bigger platform, so it makes sense.
Yeah, especially now it is. But tomorrow, guys, Speak from the Heart. Tomorrow is going to be an early morning edition version of Speak from the Heart. We got to talk about, you know, some of these we got to talk about some of these fans, man, on these other platforms, man. It's too funny. I got some other stuff we want to talk about as well. That's definitely going to light up a lot of things in the community for sure. I'm calling you all out. But nah, man, we appreciate the support with WUPS. Today I'm gonna go see Thor and let's chill out with the fam. But tomorrow I'll be back at Heatwave to watch top 8 when it comes to Dragon Ball and KOF. And I think it's just Dragon Ball and KOF that's gonna be top 8 on Sunday. But yeah, I'll be talking about my experience with that as well. Just meeting a lot of these top players like Punk. Met Punk. Yo, I'm taller than Punk, by the way.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, yo. A lot of cool people. Yo, met Razzo Sharp and Tempest. You know what I mean? It was cool seeing those guys. I was like, yo, online arcade. It was like, yo, that's you. It's like, yeah. It's like, it was mad dope.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, yo, it was really dope, man. A lot of people that I didn't even know I was like fighting that you probably know in the community, like, you know, fighting game wise, like FGC wise. Like, I didn't even know I was sitting next to this person fighting this person. You know, I was like, yo, it's just random casual sets. Like, people sit down, you want to play, like, all right, we play a first to 10 or first to 5. When it got really, really crowded, people was doing like first to 3s and 5s. But when I got there, it was doing like first to 10s, first to 20s. You know what I mean? It was pretty long sets when I got there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got crowded, man. It got crowded. But met a lot of great people over there, man, and you know, hopefully I'll get to meet some more when it comes to these events. I'm gonna try to do these local tournaments a little bit more, especially with DNF. But yeah,
next year we should plan a
E3, right?
CEO and go to C. I was gonna say, like, fighting game wise, like, go to Evo and CEO.
Oh yeah. I want to do like a meetup at Evo. I mean, not Evo, at E3 next year, yo.
Let's do it. I'm with it.
I mean,
I'm with it. We could definitely set that up.
Definitely initiate that and see what's up. Like,
hell yeah, man. Going to E3, meeting up with some people in the community. I would love that, man.
Yo, we should rent like a penthouse. You know what I mean? Just have the whole penthouse ready up.
Let me know, bro. I'm with it. Have a party. Have like a WUPS party.
Yeah, yo. Put up.
Yo, I'm with that, bro.
What month we in now? Yo. We in July.
July.
So if we just put away, we put away like $150 each month. You know what I mean? That would be like, you know, that's the cover the expenses or whatnot.
Yeah, like the hotel and all that.
Yep.
Yo, we're gonna talk on the side. We gotta make it official. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Yo, there's a lot of things actually we gotta talk on the side, man. Like a WUPS meeting. You know what I mean? Just to expand a little bit more, but we'll definitely talk about it.
It's been a while.
But yeah, man, like I said, July is gonna be a busy month, guys. But make sure you guys stayed in tune for WUPS, because we're going to be doing our first giveaway when it comes to members. So make sure you guys stayed in tune for that stuff. And just remember, the last weekend of July, we're also going to be taking a break there because that's my birthday weekend, and I'm going to be going away that weekend. So I don't know if Persona going to do a show or he's going to, you know, hold it down or whatnot. But whatever he does, he can do it.
We'll probably take a break that day as well, that week. That's the week of the 28th.
Yeah, the 28th weekend.
So, yeah, so essentially, we're only going to do 2 shows in July. So next week, three shows technically. So next week and the week after, and then we'll be back full force in August, and you know, everything is good.
Yeah, online arcade tournament next week as well, guys. DNF Duel. If you guys haven't signed up yet, definitely go and sign up. This week is going to be check-in week. So I think it's on Thursday. Check-ins will begin, and yeah, check-ins. Yeah, Thursday at 3 is going to begin, and then we're going to close the check-ins on Saturday, like around 2:30 or something like that. Let's be ready for that stuff, and we'll see you when we see you guys, man. See you guys next week, same time, same place, same crew.
And always remember, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community, and we appreciate y'all.
Catch y'all later. Deuces.